Okay, here we go.
Oh, there's kids playing hockey here.
Future superstars.
Beautiful.
Going in the
building.
nosebleeds, boys. All right. Going in.
Oh, look at this. Very cool. Awesome. Very excited to have the one and only Laser from Hockey Shop in Langley. Welcome to the show, Laser. How you doing today?
Fabulous. No slap shots.
The Rangers score. Boo.
Can you hear me? Yeah? Yeah, that's wild. Okay. This is craziness. I'm watching the game in the bar. This is the, I'll show you guys. I'm literally, we're in a bar here. We make it happen here. Nothing is perfect, you know?
Here we are with the one and only Mr. Jake from Jake's Takes Hockey. Welcome to the show, sir. How you doing today?
That's right. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Russell is the best. He's the secret master of the universe. Yes. And he's come to this realm to set us free and deliver a cup to Vancouver, I think. Russell is a gift from the gods, I think. What do you want? You want to say hi to anyone on the stream? You want to say you want to say shout out to anybody? Any advice, words of wisdom? We got 2-1 Canucks right now. Justin, who is he? There you go.
Oh yeah, look at that nice ice getting all clean.
There you go. Go Canucks, go! All right.
Yeah, literally the back row, boys. It's nice to have you.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm happy to join you guys.
Witten and Jordan from Canucks Uncensored. How you guys doing today?
Awesome.
We're good, Russell. Thanks so much for having us on.
David wins it, goes forward and gets a shot, goes wide. Carr puts it behind the net. Got! Time! Oh, I just got lightheaded! 3-2, Canada wins. I scared the crap out of Dobby. Boys! Boys and girls! We did it! Canada wins! Binnington with some killer saves in overtime, and Connor McDavid, the man we were giving so much crap to through this whole game, wins the game! I'm so red in the face! Look at how red my face is! It's Canadian face! Oh, in Boston, boys! We win it in overtime! This is the man, the myth, the legend, the Blue Line Hockey. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
How you doing today?
Things are great. Thank you for the wonderful intro, and thank you for having me on. And truly a big fan of what you are doing on your channel as well. So keep it up, man. It's really, really good.
We're in the second row, so we're doing all right.
Live from Rogers Arena, Michael Saunders with that beautiful mustache on his face. There it is. Look at that. A live look in, Rogers Arena, Mike and Zach.
Russell, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing really good. It's nice to see you.
Great to see you. It's always fun popping into the streams every once in a while when I get a chance, and nice to finally be chatting with you.
How are we? Guys, this is awesome. I'm excited to be here.
Everyone's been very excited to have you on. The word got out and people started getting very excited. So thank you very much for doing this and joining us today.
I appreciate you having me.
Thank you for having me. Thank you to everyone who requested to hear my beautiful voice too. I appreciate that.
How you doing tonight?
Doing good.
Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very first hockey game to join the stream. Everyone was very excited to see you, and enjoy the rest of the game in the third period.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye-bye, guys.
Trevor Beggs joining the show from Locked On Canucks. Thanks for joining me today, brother.
My pleasure, Russell. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good.
Hey, buddy, what an intro. Thanks, man.
Hey, no problem. It's nice to see you again. It's been a while.
Dude, absolutely. Yeah, those late nights, early mornings.
Yeah,
They were rough.
We are excited to welcome Dave Hall to the show. Welcome, my man.
Hey, thanks for having me today. I'm excited to be on.
We're excited to welcome to the show Larry Fisher.
Thanks for having me, Russell. Looking forward to talking lots of hockey.
Yeah, look at that. Look at this man. He's wearing his Canucks jersey at a Montreal game. You love to see it. He became a local legend by calling the Abbotsford Canucks Calder Cup run. We were very happy to welcome Brandon Asselt to the show. How's it going, brother?
Russell, I'm doing well. Thanks a lot for having me on.
I'd like to introduce to Nothing is Perfect, Mr. Zach Nolan.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's great to have you.
Howdy.
What's up, my dude? They say never meet your heroes, but boy, am I glad I got to, because here he is, the man, the myth, the legendary host, Toddcast Podcast, Mr. Todd Hancock.
Dude, thank you, man. What a crazy introduction. A hero, a myth, a legend.
Yeah. We're pleased to welcome to the show, Canuckland.
Thanks for having me on. I'm really excited.
Passionate, realistic, honest. Rev Trev.
Let's go. Let's get some passion going. There's some actual hockey playing.
Smith plays it right across the zone. Bolano with a shot. Score! The Abbotsford Canucks from the blue line! Shot through a crowd! And the Canucks have won it in overtime! Just like that, game one is over! And you don't have to wait much longer, because the Abbotsford Canucks have won game one with 14:09 left to go in the overtime period! Woo! Just Charlotte wins the draw. They skate in. They take a shot towards the net. Goes high and wide. Comes around. In behind. Into the corner. And just like that! Just like that! Be resilient. Next man up. The Abby Canucks, no doubt, never lost 2 games in a row in this Calder Cup Finals. And the Abby Canucks are Calder Cup champions! Woo! Can you believe it? What's up, everyone? It's Russell Holiday. It's Nothing is Perfect. It's time for Vancouver Canucks hockey. Yep, it's Black Skate Night 2. Got all the updated colors on the stream, so here we are in Black Skate mode. Did I replace the whale while we're doing Black Skate mode? I don't know. I feel like the whale should stay. Either way, it is the Vancouver Canucks versus the Detroit Red Wings. Let's go streaking! If we win tonight, that's technically a streak. And the Canucks haven't done that since October. Tonight's the opportunity. But we'll have to wait and see what the lineup's going to be. It appears that Pettersson will not be playing tonight. So I think that it looks like I've got all the lineup all ready to go. So that's good to see. Thank you, Brendan Batchelor, for letting me know what's going on. All right. Oh, we got a busy one tonight for you, kids. We got a very busy one tonight. Let's hop on over and have a look at what we're going to do before we get too far ahead of ourselves. All right. There's me. There's Dustin. There's Ryan Ventura. So Ryan Ventura is going to be here. Dobby's going to be here. This whale is going to be here because I didn't get rid of him. And on top of this, you don't even see him. Connor Cahill as well is going to be joining us very quickly here. So let's have a look at the lineup. It is the Vancouver Canucks versus the Detroit Red Wings. We're going to start off. I think we'll probably say hi to Connor Cahill first because we're going to be calling him in just a minute for the live on location at Rogers Arena. So as many of you know, Connor is at the game tonight, so we're going to bring him on live from the arena. Then we'll say hello to all the beautiful people who are waiting for the game to get started. Then we'll go through the stats that you want, but you don't really need. We'll go through the Canucks lineup. As we mentioned, there is additions to this lineup. Someone is back! Oh, excuse me, I just burped again. Oh my God, I've been burping all streams. This is crazy. Starting lineups. And then during the first intermission, Dustin Boydell will be by for the Rusty and Nussy sideshow. And then during the second intermission, we're going to have Ryan Ventura on. He is the professional wrestling, a pro ring announcer, I should say. So he does MMA, he does wrestling, he does a bunch of different stuff. So he's going to be on. He was also the host at Filipino Heritage Night. So he's going to come on and we're going to chat about how his night went. And then post-game show, we're going to have Dustin Boydell stopping by. He's going to do the breakdown of everything that happens between the Canucks and the Red Wings tonight. So you'll love to see that. Yeah, so it's going to be a busy one, as they usually are here on Nothing is Perfect. We don't really have to it here. So in just a minute here, we'll have Connor come on. And I do see Major General already in the chat dropping toonies. How about a couple more goals from the D? Yes! I'd love to see some more goals from the D, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Oh yeah, I want to show you guys something too. So thank you very much, Major General, for your $2 donated to Dobby's College Education Fund. We'd love to see it. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, my dude. That's why you are, in fact, in the rafters with Mr. Hunter. But I want to show you guys, I finally, it took me long enough to do this, but here it is, guys. Here we are. If you don't have gifted memberships turned on, this is how you do it, okay? Are you ready for it? All right. Right below me, there's the join button. You click the join button. These three dots here, you're going to click on those. It's going to bring up gift membership settings. You're going to click on that. It's going to come up, allow gifted memberships. You're going to flip that, and you're going to turn it so it's white. Bam! Gifted memberships. Do you see that? I made a whole video because everyone's always asking, how do I turn on gifted memberships? Well, right below me, there's a join button. You click on the join button, it'll bring you in. You click on the three dots right beside membership. That'll bring you down to gifted membership settings. And then that'll bring you to this. You're going to flip that over and make sure it's white. Boom. Gifted memberships turned on. You're going to get one. So make sure that you take care of that before the game gets started. All right? Gifted memberships. All right. I'm going to get into the call now with Mr. Connor. Oh, yeah, he's already there. Oh, yeah, look at that. What a beauty. He's already here. All right. Connor, I'm just gonna get your face all lined up so it looks proper, and then we'll get you going. Can you hear me all right? I cannot hear you. It might be, do you have your headset on underneath your toque? It says you're muted. Yeah, perfect. All right, so we can hear him now. So let's make sure his face is proper. Yes. Oh, yeah, look at this man sitting in the stadium, watching warm up. All right, cool. Looks like we're good to go. Oh, that one's not right, though. Oh, let's fix that quickly here. Gotta make sure your face is centered, right? Like, gonna do it, we gotta do it right. All right, everything looks good. Okay, guys, like I said, live from Rogers Arena, it's the man, the myth, our legend, our favorite Irish guy, Connor Gill. What's up, my dude? Good, good. Are you excited to watch this game tonight? Because I know you were thinking about maybe not going to this game tonight.
To be honest with you, Russ, I have to admit I was in so much of a rush to get to the arena just so I could join and make sure it was a good time. I didn't really think about the game at all, but now that I'm strategic and thinking about it, I'm a bit excited, but I have to be very consciously optimistic about tonight because even though they won Saturday against Minnesota, I've been told before and been thinking that this mini revival will mean something because they end up losing the next game. So only time will tell us.
Is there a specific Canucks player that you're excited to see play?
I won't lie to you, Russ. I haven't really had a chance to look at the lineup for the evening. I did hear though that he was also under training and I think he's playing tonight, if I could be wrong.
Connor, can you do me a favor? Do you want to pull one? Do you have two earbuds in right now?
I do, yeah.
Do you want to take whichever one has the microphone in it? Do you want to take it out of your ear and put it right beside your mouth?
I guarantee if it's the right one. Sorry.
It might be the other one.
Sorry. I know this is not what I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't expect I'd be interviewed by you. This is one of my mouth.
What do you think the odds are that Quinn Hughes just gets on the plane with the Red Wings and leaves us?
I'd say the odds are kind of low, but I feel like definitely as the season goes, if the losses start to happen, if continue to happen, guaranteed he'll go up. I'd say he's not trying to find a license contract. I mean, he has to told himself he doesn't want to be here. He does not want to be here if a rebuild is the case. I don't blame him, quite frankly, because he's been part of a rebuild before. His career can't be wasted in a team that simply gets killed in there. He's got so much potential ahead of him. Whether he joins us with the Red Wings or the New Jersey, I wouldn't have any plans about it.
Can you tell me, did you get a good deal on the tickets?
It wasn't bad. My resale was like $90. So admittedly, when I was looking at them last night and seeing the cheapest ones, it wasn't as good a deal as I thought because right now the cheapest ones are like $60.
Are the boys still on the ice warming up? Got the Zambonis out now?
Yeah, the Zambonis out. They're just doing like the pregame 50-minute build up, integrating the fans and everyone else things. Yeah, eventually a game gets started. Look, all I want is the Canucks to put on a good performance. You know, the Red Wings won next game against Seattle, so I also can commend with a bit of confidence. And you know, even if we beat Minnesota, our full form has not been great all season. So I'm a bit skeptical, but optimistic at the same time.
Before I let you go, do you mind flipping the camera around and giving us a little look at the inside of the arena there? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Zamboni's hard at work there.
And like I said before, when I was here last, I was just blown away by the new seating arrangements and how comfortable these things are. And honestly, I can also say it's a welcome change because I think the arena was in need of a bit of an upgrade.
Is there anything you want to say to chat before I let you go?
Unfortunately, I have no idea who's watching me this night right now. But you know what? I still think there's one person, and if he's watching, I'm expecting plenty of times hearing "Don't You Forget About Me" going off tonight, right? Whether he likes it or not, I'm going to hear that siren go off 4 times tonight. I'm hearing "Don't You Forget About Me" going off 4 times tonight. I go, just have to stop it up.
If you feel like
Calvin 99 Charlie, that's Calvin 99 Charlie for you.
you're gonna be singing that song loud and proud tonight.
Absolutely.
Awesome, Connor. If you want to jump on for the post-game show, just shoot me a text message when the game's over or whatever, and we can pop you back on. We can use the same link, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. It depends on how the game goes, but we'll see how the night transpires, brother. Cool, brother. Enjoy the game. We'll talk again soon.
All right, talk to you soon. Bye.
Connor Cahill live from Rogers Arena. And while we were getting into that, I did see this. Hunter showing up and dropping the 5 gifted memberships. See, this is why I told you need to turn on your gifted memberships. So let me get into this. So let's see. Wait, it goes all the way back up here. Okay, let's see. How many went out? I think 3 of 5 went out. So Kenton Riggs, Carol Mitchell, and at. It is literally, his name is just at. Getting free gifted memberships courtesy of Hunter. So thank you very much, Mr. Hunter, for the gifted memberships. And then I think right after you, I think Major General dropped a gifted membership as well. And that one did go out. So am I missing? Yeah, okay. So there is a couple more. Okay, so Nux fan 2118 also got one. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. And then is it 4? And then 5. So this is the one from Major General. So thank you very much, Major General, for the gifted memberships. We appreciate you very much. You absolute beauty. And I think only, is this one? Did we only get 4 of the 5 from Hunter? I think only 4 of the 5 went out, unless I'm missing one. I might be blind. I could be blind, but yeah. Thank you very much, Hunter, for the gifted memberships. The 5 gifted memberships flying in from Eric Hunter, the absolute legend up here in the rafters. And then we also get a gifted membership from our other wonderful donor, Major General. So thank you very much, both of you, for the gifted memberships. Looked like we got 4 out of 5. So once again, this is brand new tonight. I finally did it. If you have not done this, you are here for the first time. Make sure you follow these instructions to receive free gifted memberships, all right? I'll walk you through it. Just below me, there is a button that says join. You click on the join button. There will be a membership, 3 buttons, 3 dots there. You click on those. Gift membership settings, you click on that. It'll bring you in. Allow gift memberships. Click that over so it's white. Bam, free gifted memberships in your house. If you just did that and you still did not receive a gifted membership just now, remember, close the stream, come back in, bam, gifted membership in your hands, all right? So thank you very much to our generous donors, Major General, and of course, Hunter, Eric Hunter as well. And I'm very excited. Me and Eric Hunter are now, we're Facebook friends now. Can you believe it? Me and Eric Hunter are Facebook friends. All right, fangirls here saying Hunter, 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 Hunter. Major General's like, Hunter too evil, Hunter too evil, Hunter too evil, Hunter too evil, Hunter, Hunter, Hunter. Go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. And then Donnie Bluebone is here and he's like, and then People's First is like, Major General, Major General, Major General, Major General. And then Big Mac's like, Hunter, 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 Hunter. And then Jason Negra is here. And Big Mac, hi Big Mac, hi People's First, hi Jason Negra, Hunter, Hunter. Great viewer training video, Russ. Thank you very much, Brick Fetty. We did it. I finally did it. I finally figured out how to get the footage and how to put it together. Canucks fan 94. I said it before and I will say it again. If and when Quinn decides that he doesn't want to commit to the team, trade him in New Jersey and then milk them for all we can. Yeah, hope so. W Gift. Oh, says Humongous. What's up, Humongous? Nice to see you. Humongous 69. Nice, says Zach. Connor, says Big Mac. And then Major General's like, Dobby, 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 Dobby. Nice to see Connor on the stream. Yeah, we love to get Connor on the stream. Great to have him. Yeah, Hunter is our Santa. Connor, Connor, Connor. Oh my God, it's Connor, says Hachiko. Major General's like, too evil, too evil, too evil. Kayla's here. What's up, Kayla? Thanks, Major. Welcome to the chat, Kayla. Always good to see you. The big bosses have a ride, says Duolingo. Welcome back, Duolingo. How you feeling tonight? Your favorite player's not playing tonight, Duo. What are you going to do without Pedersen in the lineup? Are you going to freak out? I freaked out a little bit. Hachiko, do the Sharks play today? The Sharks do not play today. Russell! Brizchiz. What's up, Brizchiz? Nice to see you, my dude. No PD, no problem, says Cal McKenzie. How's it going, Cal? Nice to see you, my dude. Technical difficulties, says Jason Negra. Yeah. Some people's headsets can handle the sound of Rogers Arena. Some people's headsets cannot handle the sound of Rogers Arena. Go Canucks go. Go Canucks go. Go Canucks go. 6-7? What is 6-7? What does this mean? 6-7? Jason Negra, 6-7? 6-7? Fangirl, this is why I don't use those kinds of headphones over the ears for the win. There it is. I'm going to be watching the Abby guys tonight. Go, Abby, go. Yeah, the Abby guys are playing well. They won the game for us last game. So 6-7, 6-7. Major General, go, go. I should also mention we do have a poll question running, which I didn't mention already. So if you haven't voted yet, make sure you do it. Where do you stand on the Quinn Hughes these days? Time to trade him for futures. Got to keep our best player. Trade him for roster players. Uncontrollable crying / laughing. Right now, trade him for futures is winning with 44%. Got to keep our best players at 33%. No one wants to trade him for roster players. And 22% of you are uncontrollably laughing and crying. So make sure you get your vote in on the poll question. The goddamn game hasn't even started yet. Nope. Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden. And then Trevor Linden writes, what's up, fangirl? And Evelyn. Evelyn invoking the Trevor Linden name. And fangirl's here. Not that brain rot meme again. Bros talking like anonymous. Yep. I feel a cold or flu coming. Stay healthy, everyone. Yep. He's nonchalant. Take me to your leader. Feeling better, Duolingo? Whoa. Wow. Just wow. So like Atu Ratu is our number one center. We and Doc is our second line center. Such a beer league bullshit. Yep. Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden. You'll love to see it. Gary Wiseman in the house. Enjoy the game, Connor. What's up, Gary Wiseman? Soup Gary! Live long and prosper, Gary. Nice to see you, my dude. Jason Negra, I see what you did there, Briz. At ease is Brizches. R2, Connor Gill. Let's go and clip them wings tonight, peeps. Go Canucks, go! Pound it. Have fun, Connor Cahill. Connor, enjoy the game, brother. Connor, you look good tonight. Oh, and you guys have fun in the stream. Smash that thumbs up. Thank you very much for reminding everyone. What's a Facebook? Ryan H in the house. Gary Wiseman, it's this place where you can meet old college friends that will try and convince you to donate to their upstart company. Ryan H is here. What's up, my dude? Go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. Trevor Linden, swear jar. Trevor Linden, swear jar. Trevor Linden! Russell, you have to say it's free. You don't have to pay for it. Some think you have to donate a sub back if you get gifted. I mean, you can if you want. We just want the subs to go out. Yeah. Like the stream. Thank you, Donnie Bluebone. Milosh is here. Go Canucks, go. Heastone's here. Hey, guys. What's up, my dude? Achigo, Sharks do not play tonight. Russell, You're off track. Get to the stats. We are, yeah, we're at that point. All right, let's get to the stats. Oh, but we just got to quickly say hello to Canucks 1222 T3U. Welcome back, Canucks 1222 T3U. Nice to see you as usual. And then Mr. Perfetti is like www. We love to see it. Chat, we won without EP40 and we really gritty, so we'll be fine for a while without him. Fair enough. All right. So that's what we want, but you don't really need it. It is 7 o'clock already. Oh my God, we are behind. Canucks on Monday. So Canucks playing on Monday. They've done it 724 times. This is not, what is that? That is not correct. That is absolutely supposed to be a 46, not a, okay. There we go. That's accurate. I know that. Okay, 324 times they played on a Monday. They're 135 and 155. So it is a tough day for the Canucks Mondays. They're 89 and 70 at home, though. So at least at home, they are 19 games above 500. We don't need to talk about the road. They are like 40 games below 500. It's wild. How about December 8th? How's that looking for us? 23 times they played, 13-8-2. At home, they're 7-4-1. So another good one. And this is actually, December 8th is actually a good day overall. They're good on the road too. So this will be their 13th home game on December 8th. Canucks versus the Red Wings. In the last 10 games, the Canucks are 4-4-2 against the Red Wings, but they've scored 28 goals and allowed 30. So it's the same thing. 4-4-2, very close. So are the goals for, goals against. All right. When it comes to overall stats, the Canucks have played the Red Wings 184 times. They're 68, 87, and 29. So if they beat the Red Wings tonight, it will be their 69th win overall against the Red Wings. They're 40 and 36 with 16 overtime losses / ties against the Red Wings at home. So another good stat. So we got 1, 2, 3 good stats so far. But Red Wings versus the Canucks on Monday, this is where the stats fall apart. The Canucks are 4-7-1 overall against the Red Wings on Mondays at home. This is their 10th time playing them. It'll be 3-5-1. They're 1-2 in Detroit. They've played more Monday games in Vancouver against the Red Wings. So, good stat, good stat, good stat, bad stat. Who knows how that's going to pan out? EP40 is currently leading the Canucks against the Red Wings with 5 goals in 12 games. Daniel Sedin has the all-time lead with 21 in 55. EP40 also has the most assists, 13 assists in 12 games. Henrik Sedin, the all-time lead, 39 in 56 games. And then EP40 overall has the most points, 18 points in 12 games. That's 1.5 points per game. 1.5. That's a lot. Unfortunately, he won't be playing tonight. And then Daniel Sedin with the overall lead in all time, 51 in 55. KJ Brazy has arrived. Salutations, all. What's up, KJ Brazy? All right, Canucks versus Red Wings. The Red Wings, Larkin is the highest goal scorer currently playing. He's got 6 goals in 17 games. Yzerman got his jersey here. Little Yzerman, I'll hang on to this for a second. Little Yzerman. Yzerman has 37 goals in 70 games. Larkin also has the most assists. He's got 4 assists in 17 games, so he's got 10 points overall. And then it's Yzerman, 50 assists, 87 points overall in just 70 games. So the little mini Yzerman jersey that we don't get to bust out the Red Wings jersey very often because the Canucks only play them twice. And just for fairness, once again, we do have the Marcus Naslund mini jersey sitting here. So we've got the battle of the Red Wings versus the Canucks. No. That got weird. All right, let's have a look at the overall stats here. In the last 5 games, the highest scoring player on the Red Wings is Moritz Seider. Lucas Raymond's got 3 goals, and Seider's got 5 assists, so 5 of his 6 points are assists. The highest scoring player on the Canucks in the last 5 games is Atu Ratu. He's got 2 goals and 3 assists. He is literally the only name on this list. That is crazy. We don't see that very often. Atu Ratu, Atu Ratu, Atu Ratu. The Canucks play Detroit today, December 8th. Then they play them again in a month on January the 8th. We're looking at team stats. Power play wise, the Red Wings are actually really good on the power play. They're 7th in the league, almost 25%. The Canucks are 13th, so not terrible, almost 20%. And then penalty kill wise, the Red Wings are not as good. They're 78.2%, 24th in the league. The Canucks are even worse, 71.4%, 30th. So they got the third worst penalty kill in the league. When it comes to faceoffs, the Red Wings are very good in the faceoff dot, 52.3%, 8th in the league. And then 48% for the Canucks. They're 22nd, so not great. When it comes to goals for, the Red Wings are just above the median. They've got 3.07 per game. The Canucks are 22nd at 2.86. The Canucks are still the worst team in the league when it comes to defense. They allow 3.59 per game. That's 32nd. But the Red Wings are not much better. They're at 28th, so we could see a whole lot of goals today. We could see a whole lot of goals. Last 10 games, that's freaky. The Red Wings in their last 10 games are 4-4-2, and the Canucks versus the Red Wings in the last 10 games is 4-4-2. Isn't that freaky? That's freaky, man. But they are coming off a win in Seattle. The Canucks, for their part, are 3-6-1, so not much better there for them in their last 10 games. Coming off an unexpected win against the Minnesota Wild is what we'll call it. Again, they still don't have the proper goalies in here, but it is what it is. If we dig a little bit deeper into the stats here, the Canucks are 29th, so today's their 30th game. They're 11, 15-3, 25 points. The Red Wings have also played 29. It is a reversal of the win and the loss column. They're 15-11 and 3 at 33 points. When it comes to shot speed, the Red Wings do have the hardest shot coming in from Sandin Pellikka, another young defenseman. But on average, the Canucks do shoot almost a mile faster than the Red Wings do. When it comes to skating speed, Jake DeBrusk takes the cake there, 23.53. So that's good to see. And it does look like it is pretty even here. The Canucks do have a little bit more top end speed, but it looks like overall pretty close when it comes to speed bursts. Skating distance wise, the Red Wings in the last 10 games have skated 40 miles more. So that's about 4 miles more per game. But per 60, they do skate more per game, more per period. So the Red Wings do tend to skate a little bit more than the Canucks do. When it comes to shots on goal, the Red Wings have way more shots on goal. Almost 110 more shots. 266 more from more in high danger, more in mid range, more in long range. When it comes to goals, obviously more goals overall, but the Canucks do have more high danger goals. So shooting percentage wise, pretty close though. The Canucks do have a better shooting percentage from all locations and high danger, but the Red Wings appear to have better from mid range and long range. The long range for the Canucks is trash. That's because Quinn Hughes only has like 2 goals? Slacker. Another one. This is crazy. The Canucks and the Red Wings spend the exact same amount of time when it comes to our offensive zone time. When it comes to neutral zone, the Red Wings spend a little bit more time in the neutral zone, and the Canucks are spending a little bit more time in the defensive zone. All right. Let's hop back over to the bar and let's have a look at the lineup because they are doing the national anthems right now. So this is the top line as far as I'm concerned. I refuse to put David Kampf on the top line. So Atu Ratu will be our top line center tonight. He's going to have Evander Kane and Kiefer Sherwood just like last game. David Kampf still got Brock Bester and Connor Garland. We're going to leave them on that second line. Third line's Max Sasson with Jake DeBrusk and Linus Karlsson, who looked pretty good last game too. And then the fourth line is Drew O'Connor is actually going to be at center with Niels Big Hog Hoglander. Niels Big Hog Hoglander is back. Woo! You'll love to see it. And then he'll be playing with Drew O'Connor, Archie Bain. So that's good to see. First game back for Big Hog. So we love to see that. Where's Big Hog too, by the way? Chat Big Hog. He's slacking. All right. Defense has not changed since last game. It is going to be Quinn Hughes with Phil Hronik. You're going to have DPD playing with Tyler Myers. And then you're going to have Mr. Tom Vilander and Marcus Pettersson playing together on the third pair. And starting for your Vancouver Canucks tonight is going to be Kevin Lankinen back in the net. You'll love to see it. Oh, there it is. Let's hop back in chat. Looks like they're getting ready. Good. This is Zach. What's the score in your Toronto game? The Toronto Maple Leafs still lead 1-0 in your game. So they're leading the Lightning right now. It's 4-on-4. There's 5 minutes left in that game. The Kings are beating up on the Mammoths. Oh, the Mammoth just scored. So the Emperor King and Omega Fish are playing tonight. Emperor King with the lead right now, 2-1. Deadly Flames is playing Miserable Sabres. So we got a 2-0 lead for Deadly Flames. The Red Wings of the Canucks are about to get started. And then the Kraken, wild as life, playing against the Kraken tonight. They're just getting started as well. All right, back to the bar. Hogs is number 1C. Here we go. Yeah, Donnie Bluebone. There he is. He's on the bench. I love to see it. Oh, my God. First period about to get underway. Lining up at center ice. Got David Komp's line starting. Still, I won't call him the first line. And Komp does not win the faceoff. Puck into the Detroit zone. Connor Garland. Oh, Quinn Hughes pinches down, and Komp tries to get the puck in the corner. He loses it. The Detroit Red Wings will pass across their own blue line, but Besser intercepts it, puts it back for Hughes, plays it up into the middle. Now the Canucks play it up to the blue line. The Red Wings will intercept it and play it back into the Canucks zone. Quinn Hughes picks it up there. He'll throw it across the rink. Good pass over there for Hronek. Into the middle for Komp. Komp gives it back to Hronek, and Hronek tries to get it back to Komp, and Komp couldn't get a piece of it. Now shot to the front of the net. And a save. Early in the game, the Canucks with the first shot of the game. Who's even starting for Detroit, yo? Is it Gibson? Or is it... Yeah, it's Gibson and net for Detroit tonight. Yeah, Gibson gets a piece of it and hangs on with his pad. You love to see that. Calvin shouted you out. We'll be hearing la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Kayla Chapman, I love being here before the game. Let's have an entertaining game. Laughing and crying. Detroit gets the puck deep. Patrick Kane picks it up, plays it back to the blue line. Shot to the front of the net. Lankinen deflects it to the sideboards. Now Kane picks it up. Passes down the boards. To Brinkett, tries to play it down, but it gets intercepted by Mr. Rats, who plays over for Sherwood. Sherwood skates it down the far side boards. Reverse hit takes his man down, but he gets double teamed and gives the puck away. Dumps it in behind the net. Looks like the Canucks are changing. Oh no. Ah, there's Sherwood with a big hit. Yeah, no, they are changing. So another quick change by the Canucks. Looks like they're trying to get everyone into the action to start. DPD plays the puck behind his own net. And then out of the zone, the Canucks will fire it into the Detroit zone. Puck gets chipped down the boards. Now back up the boards. Picked up by Sasson. He couldn't get it deep, though. Oh, my goodness. Confer almost had a breakaway, but he couldn't get the puck. Someone got their stick on it. DPD plays it back behind the net. Tyler Myers picks it up there. Go, Canucks, go! Back-to-back wins for the first time in ages. Yeah, wouldn't you love to see it? 5-2 Canucks, says Duolingo. 44 in chat. Like and sub, says Major General. What's up, Major General? You love to see it. Russell, we haven't even done the lineup yet, Holiday. Yep. We actually got it done today. Oh, the puck goes out of play as Detroit tried to throw it back into the Canucks zone, but it looks like it ended up going into the Canucks bench there. I think Canucks 6. I think Red Wings 2. All right, so we got a couple of dubs predicted in the chat. You'll love to see that. Face off just outside the Canucks zone. Oh, they faked me out. Casper on Detroit got thrown out of the draw. All right, Hoglanders onto the ice. First shift of the year. Gets over the blue line, dumps it in deep. And then Vilander pinches in, plays it around the boards. Quinn Hughes. Oh no, that was Hronek against his former team. Now Casper plays it back behind his own net. Edvidson can't get it out. Canucks keep it in. Now Drew O'Connor playing center. Hits a man. Now a good move by Hughes. Plays it down low though. It was behind Hoglander. Now Drew O'Connor getting mugged again. Now Mr. Hronek plays it down the boards into the corner. Drew O'Connor couldn't get it there. Hronek pinching down. But the puck squirts out to center. Now Quinn Hughes spins at the red line, passes up for Hronek. Hronek plays it off the boards for Hughes. Hughes in a battle now. Oh, and Connor Garland might come up with it just inside the Red Wings blue line, but gives it right back. Oh, now he intercepts it. Now Tom Wielander battling for the puck inside his blue line. Scrambly play to start this one. Sandapellica with a shot towards the net. That one goes off of a stick and out of play. I did not even start the clock after the last play. We got 16:26 left to go in the first period of play here. You'll love to see it. Let's go, boys! What's up, Big B Sinclair? 446 was accurate. I know, right? Russ, you spent 20 minutes on reading that brain rot in chat. We need 10 minutes reading chat instead. Fair enough. Go Canucks, go! Kampf can't win the draw in his own zone. Detroit plays it down the boards, but Mr. Marcus Pettersson skates it out. Oh, and then Kampf gets a pass from Garland, but couldn't handle it. Puck in behind. Garland puts it up front for Besser. Oh, and Gibson got a piece of it. Didn't know where the puck was for a second, but will manage to make the save. Great pass by Connor Garland out from behind the net over to Mr. Besser, streaking to the front of the net and almost gets it to go 5-hole. Look, he's bouncing around in between the knees of Gibson. You'll love to see it. Great pass, great shot. Hey, KJ, says People's First. Big Mac's like, KJ! And then Gary Wiseman's like, KJ! Canucks lose the draw in the offensive zone. K to the J, says KJ Brazy. Fusion! December 2010 was when the Canucks retired Naslin's jersey. Can't remember the date, though. Ooh, a broken stick. Ratu plays it up for Sherwood. Canucks bring it in now. Kane tries to give the puck back to Marcus Pettersson. Good work there by Sherwood to keep the puck deep. Now down low. And then Ratu grabs the goal between his own legs to get it past Gibson, but couldn't get enough wood on it. Great move there, though. Receives the pass right in front of Gibson. And he was in tight, so he tried to put it between his own legs and get it past Gibson, but could not finish the job. But great play by Mr. Sherwood to keep it deep. And then good pass down low to Ratu, but he tries to go 5-hole, but Gibson had closed it. Fusion, says KJ Brazy. And then Evelyn was like, ooh! Calgary is winning 2-0 on, oh no, please Sabres. Face off in the Detroit zone. They win it. Oh, but the referee didn't like the way it got dropped, so the linesman will do it again. Cal McKenzie, Big Hog is back. Reminds me of Kermit the Frog rapping, I like pig butts and I do not care. Scrambled draw. Like, I think maybe Sasson got waved out. Quinn Hughes chops it down the boards. Puck flung around to the other side for Hronek. He'll play it back for Hughes near side. He cuts to the middle, skates down, puts it right in front, and Jake DeBrusk tips it high and wide. Great play by Quinn Hughes to cut down through the faceoff circle and get a pass over for DeBrusk. Now a shot to the front of the net by Detroit as they've taken it all the way down the ice. And Quinn Hughes will flip it up to the blue line. Drop pass for Mr. Sasson. Sasson all the way behind the net. Passes back to the blue line. Tyler Myers with a slap shot. That one gets deflected wide. Now DeBrusk in behind the net trying to battle for the puck. But the Detroit Red Wings will pick it up and throw it all the way down the ice. Good tumbling puck. Very good tumble there for the Red Wings. I once again did not start the clock. Oh my God, Russell. Learn how to run a stream. Canucks bring it in. Stop up on the half board. Shot from the slot. And I think that was Jake DeBrusk. Oh no, it was Hoglander. Oh my God, Hoglander with his first shot since being back. And we got 14:39 left to go. Carlson in front, battling away. And then Hughes passes out front. And it looks like maybe that puck got tipped before it got to DeBrusk, but a good shot there by Mr. Hoglander. And then Gibson covers up the rebound. Canucks now with 4 shots. Detroit wins another draw. Canucks have only won 2 draws out of 6 so far, so they're gonna have to figure that out. 2 out of 7 now. Puck right at the Canucks blue line. Oh, it was. Do they have? Why did you? God damn it, Foot! I don't care if you need to play all your lines. Why do you got Drew O'Connor taking faceoffs in the offensive zone? All right, puck up the boards. Don't hate him so much. He's our tank commander. We gotta love him. Tyler Myers, fake shot. back to the blue line, falls, plays the puck down low. Tom Myers gets up now, but he's flat-footed, and Detroit will come out 3-on-2, stopping up, pass across the zone. Now the Canucks, Baines will pick it up. He'll play it to the middle. Good move there, brings it over the blue line. Back, deeks to the back end, but loses it just inside the blue line. And then Hoglander hits his man, gets the puck deep, and they'll go off for a change. Nice to hear Elizabeth Irving tonight doing the anthems after traveling to Florida. Yeah. Tom Wielander gets hit behind the net, almost gives up the puck. Now the puck up the end, near side boards. Kampf will try and play it to the middle, but goes off of a Red Wing skate back deep in the zone. Now Marcus Pettersson tries to play it all the way down the ice. Ends up being not icing for some reason. Who knows why? And then the Detroit Red Wings will play it off the glass and out of play. Faceoff will be in the Detroit zone after we take a quick media break. Scouting the Red Wings for future Canuck players. Yeah, Cal McKenzie. Who do you want to keep? The Planet D says we got to stand up for ourselves. The Planet D says we got to stand up for ourselves. Sensei Dean Y, what is the Planet D? I miss Mark Donnelly. Mark Donnelly turned out to be an idiot. He went all squirrely in the pandemic. I don't miss him anymore. Let's go, says Sensei Dean Y. Leafs power play. That game's got to be over now, right? Yeah, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Zach's got to be a happy boy tonight. End up defeating the Tampa Bay Lightning. They scored an unassisted, Austin Matthews with an unassisted goal with 1 second left to go in the game. That's wild. How did that even happen? I don't even let's look at the goal visualizer. Oh, there isn't even a goal visualizer. It must have been an empty net goal. All right, back to the bar. Please play well, Lankinen. Russ, take the wrench away from Big Hog as a funny joke. Laugh out loud. I do not exist. I just saw the poll. We must keep Quinn at all costs. Get your vote in there. I do not exist. Laugh out loud. Forgot about Marie. Yes, Big Hog, says Donnie Bluebone. Hashtag take Hog's wrench. That sounds really dirty. I haven't KJ. She's a friend of Canuck Clay. Something about Mary, laugh out loud. If my hair was like this, then it would be something about Mary, right? Is there something in my hair? Huh? Milosh, great to see Neil's back. Yeah, Heath Riz in the house. Let's get off to a good start today. Go Canucks, welcome back, Heath Riz. Milosh in the house. Great to see Neil's back. Yep. Oh, really? That's good. Neil's on wheels. Drop the puck to his casket. Go Canucks, go, says Milosh. Calvin and Charlie. Anyone ever see that movie? She puts C in her hair, laughing, crying. Laughing and crying, crying. Laughing and crying, crying. Where is Irvin? Irvin, where are you, bro? Are you at the game? Oh, Atu couldn't even win a draw. Canucks are now 3 for 8 in the draw. Red Wings played up to Kane. He gets it just inside the blue line. And then he gets hassled all the way out into the neutral zone. Kane plays it up for Sherwood. Sherwood moves in. Atu goes hard to the net. I think he might have actually got hit with the puck. Canucks keep it into the blue line. Aronik. Oh, right in front. Kane threw a puck out front for Ratu. The puck ends up deflecting wide. Quinn Hughes pinches down, actually blows a tire. And then good move by Sherwood to get by his man to bring the puck in. Drops the puck back, but that one gets intercepted by Detroit. DeBrincat will play it all the way down the ice. Now the puck in front. Kane couldn't get to it. Patrick Kane, I should say. Oh my God, now we got Pettersson's and Kane's. Going to be very specific. All right, Canucks will take a minute. They are changing. So they'll play pass in their own zone. Got the Sasson line coming out. I've never seen it. It's been a while, though. Hronik, bank pass, up the board, shot to the front of the net. Gibson makes a save. Rebound comes out almost to the blue line. Kept in there by DPD for the moment. Now the puck gets squirts out. He'll pick it back up and skate right back in. Sasson throws it towards the net, hoping for some kind of a rebound, I think, but Gibson will just glove it. Hang on. Why hasn't Niels Amen been called up? We do need a center with PD out. They really don't like Niels Amen, and he'd be more of a defensive liability. It's probably better to play Drew O'Connor as a center than to have Amund come up. Amund is, I don't know if Amund's ever going to be a regular member of the Vancouver Canucks. Is Besser team tank? I don't know. We'll have to ask him. Okay, Connor, if you're watching, make sure you ask Besser if you see him, whether or not he's team tank or not. Oh, a shot off a scrambled draw. Gibson makes a save. Now Baines does a good back check, and the Canucks will get the puck out through center. Neil's big Hoglander down the board, stops up. Oh no, he doesn't stop. He goes right behind, ends up passing it back for Pettersson. DPD puts a pass down for Hoglander. He loses it. Now Drew O'Connor hits his man, jars the puck free, scrambling to get it behind the net. And then Hoglander tries to get to the man with the puck, but Detroit will flip it all the way down the ice. Tyler Myers, first one onto it. Detroit player falls. And then another player falls in that. Watch out for that near side corner in that zone. Oh my God. Baines skates the puck in. He skates all the way down behind the net. He's going to wait for his teammates to join him, plays the puck off the boards to himself, back to the blue line for Marcus Pettersson. He takes a shot. That one deflects off of a couple of Red Wings and well wide. Now Detroit takes the puck behind the net. Johansson, he'll just kind of stop behind his own net, take a minute, letting his team set up. Raymond does a flyby. Now Johansson passes over for Raymond. Raymond through center over the whale at center ice. Dumps the puck in. Marcus Pettersson picks it up. He'll play it up the boards to the middle for Besser, who dishes the middle for Garland. Garland plays across for Kampf over the blue line. Skates down the boards, plays it in behind the Red Wing net. Connor Garland skates to it. Tries to get the puck out for Besser, but the pass is just out of Besser's reach. Puck goes all the way down the ice. Marcus Pettersson off the end boards. Vilander has the puck bounce off his skates, but the Canucks will recover. Played out to the neutral zone. Bad pass, and Detroit will pick it up and flip it back down into the Canucks zone. Canucks lose the puck in the neutral zone once again. And then Sand and Pelika will play it down behind the net. Lankinen will play it to the side, and Marcus Pettersson starts out, passes over Hronek. Sassonen. DeBrus chops down the puck and can't get it to settle and get a good shot off. Gibson made a save on that one. Oh, and then Gibson is down in the net. I think maybe Sassonen had collided with him. Detroit plays it back to the blue line, but Hughes will intercept it. He makes a move, skates down through the faceoff circle, shot to the front of the net, rebound comes out into the slot. And now Detroit will skate it out to Brinkett. Brings it in over the blue line, passes across, misses the pass, and then a wild shot from Seider. Goes high and wide, ends up off the end boards. Now it goes down behind the boards. Kopp will play it up the boards. Now in behind for Patrick Kane. Patrick Kane trying to pull something out of his head. Plays it back to Seider. Seider gets immediately checked there by Linus Karlsson, and Karlsson will chase his man all the way down into the zone with Edvidson. Now he'll play it off the boards out to the neutral zone. Tyler Myers picks that one off. Now he's battling for it. Into his own zone. He'll spin at the blue line, bring it back out. Now he'll play it over for, looks like Kiefer Sherwood's line's coming back on. Quinn Hughes now has it. Quinn Hughes out to Myers, off the boards to Ratu, puts it down the boards. Detroit will pick it up there, unfortunately. Played out to the neutral zone. Myers pinches, gets the puck free for Kane. Kane tries to play it back for DPD out of his reach, so DPD will go back into his own zone and now start out. He'll pass up for Kane in the neutral zone, moves to the middle, skates down the slot, tries to go through the D-man, but he gets pinched out there. Johansson gets the puck. He'll chop it up the boards, and then Detroit will start skating out with a pass up to Raymond at the blue line. He'll play it down the boards, but the Canucks will pick it up and play it all the way back down the ice. Not enough for icing. Sandin Pelika comes out, gets the red line, dumps it in. Hog Daddy flying around. Yeah, BML, you love to see it, eh, BML? Hoglander looking good already. Ooh, and Garland tries to split the D as well, but he couldn't do it. Now Sandin Pelika gets his pocket picked by Garland. Garland tries to play it out front for Kampf, but it gets intercepted, and Detroit will start out. Finney plays it deep. Hronek plays it up the boards for Marcus Pettersson. Marcus Pettersson plays it behind the net for Hronek. Now Hronek will play over for Marcus Pettersson. The Canucks forwards are changing, but the Canucks will dump it down the ice off of a tip-in, so no icing. Drew O'Connor moves in on the forecheck, but Sider will pick it up and play it out to his blue line. Now the puck comes back to him from Kopp. Now a spinning player at neutral zone gives the puck up. Shot to the front of the net. That one goes wide. That was DeBrincat with the spin. Now he gets a pass out front. He gets a shot. That one might have gotten blocked in front. Now Hoglander, good shifty move, plays it out for Drew O'Connor. He plays it in the middle for Tyler Myers, who gets a shot down low. Gibson makes a save, rebound to the side. Now Detroit flips it out to center. Puck bounces on Hughes, but he'll collect it and calm the puck down. Canucks will complete another change. Got Hughes and Vilander out there together now. Hughes gets to center, flips a high one into the near side corner. DeBrusk moves in, pokes the puck. Canucks will come up with it, ring it around the board. It's not hard enough to get back to the blue line, but Detroit will pick it up. Oh, and they'll lose it right at the blue line. Now they'll play it in offside. Did they? I guess it wasn't offside. Detroit will whistle for the first time in a while as the Canucks ice the puck. Learn the rules. Close. Damn, says Sensei DY. Ratty almost. Holy puck, Ratu is feeling it. Yeah, KJ, you're right. I'm not KJ Brazy. Laugh out loud. We still have injured players, Bobby. Yeah. Brock doesn't want to be traded. I don't mind him ghosting for a bit. DeBrusk with that good chance. Gloving the puck down. Yeah, learn the rules, right? Jason Negra? Jason Negra knows. HMS Fangirl, learn the rules. Oh, and then Sasson. Is Sasson going to get waived? Max Sasson getting waved out of the draw. Oh my God. Come on, Canucks. Free Willy. I want to see Rusty's Orca go for the swim tonight. Yes. Oh yeah, so it was an icing, so he doesn't actually have to leave the draw. So Sasson ends up losing the draw either way. Pass up the boards. Canucks now flip it out to the neutral zone. Kane can't get to it. PD's injured. Forbort, Demko, Bluger, Hedel, but he should just retire. Yep. Oh, no. Van Reams, like the old man on this team, gets the puck out front and jams it past Lankinen. You hate to see it. Oh, my God. Pedersen missed his check. Ratu missed the play. And then the rebound off of a original shot. Van Riemsdyk going to the net. Shoots it. Bounces off Lankinen and gets the backhand rebound and scoops it right past Lankinen. So the Detroit Red Wings, after pretty much not doing anything for the first 15 minutes of this game, that on their third shot of the game, they get a goal and have taken a 1-0 lead against the Vancouver Canucks. Great giveaway, yep. Tankinen, says Humongous. Ugg says, Puck says Keith. Ugg says Gary Wiseman. Gavin dropped to 4th position in my universe on franchise mode. Isn't that crazy? Boo, says People's First. Sensei DY, it figures. Puck says Carly. Detroit ices the puck. Oh no, they didn't ice the puck. Puck just goes out of play. So we're going to get a whistle, and we're going to go to a commercial break. Oh, puck, this is Jason Negra. Boo, says Fangirl. Bro, says Jason Negra. Puck off, says Milosh. The Hoglander glaze needs to be studied. He's not that good. Oh, shoot, forgot Big Hog is here. Yeah, be cool. Ermagerd. No, says Sensei DY. What did you do? He puts up with me. Nice giveaway. Guys, it's going to be minus 32 in Whitehorse, Yukon. Oh my gosh. I hope you have a warm jacket there, Bobby. We seem to have lost a lot of energy, but is it just Hoglander? He's been looking good so far. Garley's cooking, says Jason Negra. Besser had a good chance. Humongous has got the square jar out. So does Callum. Just put Tolopil in already. Lanky isn't himself lately. We need a hero. We need a hero. You love that song, right? Seriously, Canucks, stop giving up the first goal of the game. No, says Zach. Scorpion. What's up, Scorpion? And he says, puck. I was wrong. Wasn't a giveaway. Was poked. Yeah. Boo, says Callum. I want heels, says Jason. That was sucky, says Sensei DY. To do his little head bop shit to the fan, says Jason Negra. Did you guys see Lanky yawn during the anthems? What? He's half asleep? Well, that's not good. I can't believe we're paying Lanky 4.5. Heavy sigh, Ryan Ventura in the chat. What's up, my dude? Woo! The guest hosts of the Vancouver Canucks Filipino Heritage Night and our local professional ring announcer, Mr. Ryan Ventura in the chat. Thanks for being here, my dude. Nice to see you. Canucks lose another draw. Sup, Ryan? Says Big Mac. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hog is God, says Donnie Blue Bone. Sup, Max, says Ryan. Overpay on Lank and Demmer, I think. Canucks take the puck back. Sasson plays it down low, but it gets past Carlson. Carlson gets hit. Pins the puck to the boards for a moment, waiting for some help. Sasson now gets dumped. Carlson plays it up the boards for Hughes. Hughes cuts back. Oh, does a double cut back. Now he skates down right. Oh, and he plays the puck back for Linus Carlson. Hronek now puts the puck over for Hughes. Hughes gives it back for Garland, and Garland gets a shot off. Ooh, and Detroit takes a penalty. You love to see it. Hey, Ryan, says Bobby. Don't worry, y'all. My boy will score as per usual. Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden. Yeah, looks like, was that Kopp? Andrew Kopp with the stupid tinted visor taking a penalty. So Vancouver Canucks get the first power play of the game. A chance to tie this game up before the end of the first period. We'll see what we do for the first power play unit. Atu will take the draw. He does end up getting a winger win with help from Garland. Now Quinn Hughes plays it across to the far side. DeBrusque plays it down low for Garland. Back to Hughes. Hughes over for Besser. Besser with a slap shot on the one-timer. And that one gets blocked. Now Detroit will flip the puck. They'll actually bounce off a shin pad and go all the way down the ice. So the Canucks will have to start from their own side of center. Hughes plays it back behind the net. Now Garland passes up for Hughes. What is this camera angle? The Canucks flip it all the way down the ice. Sherwood in, chops at it. Sherrod is there. DeBrusque comes in. I think Garland just got slew-footed behind the net. Now a shot to the front of the net. Ends up bouncing wide. Puck in behind the net. Comes up for Besser. Besser plays it back for Hughes. Hughes across the blue line for Garland. Garland skates down the boards a little bit. Into the faceoff circle. Back for Hughes. High slot. Now Hughes walks around the top of the slot. Gives it over for Garland. Garland back for Hughes. Hughes down low for Besser. Besser fans on a pass. He'll pick it back up. Now he'll play it over for Hughes. Hughes back over Besser. Besser with a shot. That one gets blocked. Puck bounces back to the blue line. Hughes will pick it up there. Skates. Puts it over for Garland. Garland plays it down low. Puck trying to go out front for Sherwood, but it rolls away from him. Garland will pick it back up. Now it plays it down low for DeBrusque. Back for Garland. Over for Hughes. Hughes with a shot to the front of the net. Looks like a slap pass. And then Besser plays it back for Hughes. Hughes over for Garland. In the faceoff circle. High slot. Hughes. Faceoff dot. Over Sherwood. Sherwood with a shot. That one deflects wide. Off the boards. Besser picks it up. Now Garland. Down low. Quinn Hughes on the faceoff dot. Pass it over for Besser. Besser picks a one-timer. Now he'll pass it back for Hughes. Hughes plays it across for Garland. Garland back for Besser. Besser over Garland. Garland takes a wild one-timer. And that one goes wide. So there's only 4 seconds left to go on the power play. The Canucks, I don't know if they've got a shot on that power play so far. Got some good chances, but it feels like they don't know what to do with it without a Lekermacki or a Pettersson. Besser's had a couple shots blocked. Oh yeah, that was a slap pass from Hughes down to DeBrusque, and DeBrusque tipped it, but it couldn't quite get it over top of. Oh, and then another slap pass. All right, they're going for the Sedin style slap pass here. Good evening, everyone, says Ryan. What's up, my dude? Okay, guys, let's get 3, says Major General. All right, Kane is going to take this face off. Canucks have the 25th ranked home power play. Kane cannot win the draw. Detroit will play it back to Gibson, and Gibson will glove it. There's still 2 seconds left to go on the power play. 2:45 left to go in the period. So the Canucks do have 2 defensemen out there now. Truth is, Canucks have to trade Quinn Hughes because we have too much tied up in bad contracts. Yet we're still paying OEL $4 million a year to. Sasson can't win the draw. Detroit plays it behind their own net, rings it around the boards all the way out to center. Picked up there by the Canucks. Sasson backtracks into his own zone. He'll play it back for Marcus Pettersson, who plays it across the zone for Vilander. Vilander over for Marcus. Marcus passes up to the blue line. Ooh, and then the puck gets away from Carlson there. Carlson plays it behind the net for Kane. Kane skates behind the net, loses the puck. Carlson comes in to support. He'll put it back down low. And then Detroit will pick it up and they'll start skating out. I did not start the clock again. Oh my gosh. Detroit brings the puck in. Kane shoots to the front of the net. Pad saved by Lankinen. 2 minutes left now. Kane over the blue line with a shot that goes wide on the near side, off the end boards, all the way up to the neutral zone. Comp chops the puck back into the Detroit zone, and they'll take it back there. Play a little bit of defensive pass back and forth. And Bernard Docker behind the net gives the puck over for... Oh, and then they give it right back to him. Now Detroit dumps the puck into the Canucks zone. Tyler Myers gets to it first. Comp plays it off the boards. Now the puck up for Baines in the neutral zone. He'll dish to the side for DPD, who rings it in down. Drew O'Connor, first one onto it, plays it behind the net, and it gets by Baines. Baines could not handle the puck behind the net. Yeah, I believe the Canucks got no shots on that power play because they all got blocked. Evelyn's got the sideways face on. Don't give us any reason to put you in timeout, Emmanuel. Puck down on Lankinen. He plays to the side. DPD battles, kicks it to the side. What are you doing, Hoglander? That's your man. Larkin loses the puck, has to bring it out to center. 40 seconds left to go in the first period. Puck down low, goes by Lankinen. Canucks played out to the neutral zone. Connor Garland loses it. Puck in the feet of Ratu. Vilander kept it at the blue line for a minute. And now a partial break there. Good job by Vilander to stay with his man. Puck around behind the Canucks net. Now the puck on the near side boards. Detroit plays it into the corner. Ratu will pick it up. He'll play it up for Quinn Hughes, and Quinn Hughes will flip it off the glass and out to the neutral zone, and that should do it for this period as we move into the first intermission. Whew. Yeah, I don't think we got any shots on that power play. Shots are 11-6, so it is what it is. Let's get Dustin on the line. Oh, that worked right away. What the heck? It's crazy when it just works right away. Lots of good things in that period. But Canucks come out down 1-0, which seems to be a common theme for this team. But without further ado, let's bring on the man, the myth, the legend, Dustin Boydell. What's up, my dude?
Going on, man. I mean, it wasn't for lack of trying in that first period. A lot of energy, a lot of shots towards the net. Some good saves by Gibson. Ratu's feeling it right now. I mean, he's definitely taking advantage of the extra ice time and showing that he wants to work hard, and he's grown a bit this year for sure. The last few games he's been playing quite well. So if they continue with this energy, I mean, they could very well win this game. Just have to keep the chances up. A couple of good looks on the power play. I think they got 2 shots through, which is, it's nice to get those chances through. I mean, a nice little tip pass through to Sherwood that missed the net. Besser ripped one wide, but some good looks there. I like what I saw. Struggling the face-off dot, which is understandable. If if Pedersen's in, that number's probably a little bit up, but Ratu is kind of our only guy right now that's been winning faceoffs in the last couple of games. So, not very good in that category right now. Only 5 of 15. A tough turnover in the corner. I don't know why both D-men were going into the corner. I'm going to give it down there again. Marcus Pedersen just making weird mistakes that you don't make as a veteran. Continuing to kind of look almost like a rookie. Chased that puck. Got both D-men under the blue line in the corner. Kind of left Van Riemsdyk wide open in front to just tuck that one past Lankinen. But if they can continue pushing the play, getting more power plays, hopefully they can get a couple by Gibson here and sneak out another win. I can't believe I'm talking like that right now. Like, what is going on?
Well, it's funny because we always we talked about this once or twice. Linus Carlson is technically a center as well. Like, he can play center. He did take a face-off. He did win it. So that's something you might want to think about too. Foot in his presser today talked about how apparently in training camp they were talking to Drew O'Connor about the possibility of playing center. So now they have him as the fourth line center. But I almost think it makes more sense to have Linus Carlson play as that center role because he does have a little more experience when it comes to taking faceoffs. And in relief, he does tend to, I think he's probably about a 50% player when he does come in, when his actual centerman gets waved out. So maybe that might be something they might switch up. Who knows? If this game goes sideways, we'll see the blender come out again in the third period. So anything is possible. Comp, right? So up to Carlson for winning his draw, down to Comp. You are here for one rule. You are only here to win faceoffs, and you are at 33% in the faceoff top, bro. That is not good enough. You need to do better, Comp. So figure your shit out, and down for Comp, I guess.
Yeah, what has he done for us really since he got here? Right? It's what we expected when we heard they were interested. I was like, oh, please, no. It's not at all what we need right now. It is what it is, right? We got Reichel rotting in the press box. We got Kampf who can't win draws, but it's supposed to be his thing. For what we've got for a lineup right now, it's hard to really complain. Friedman actually said it best this morning. He's like, these guys are playing their butts off.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for lack of effort. And that's been the hardest thing to criticize these games, right? I'm not specifically criticizing the players themselves. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, there can be things that they can do better, but it really ultimately comes down to the coaching and them not being put in the right positions to succeed, even though they are out efforting teams on most given nights. It just doesn't show in the results because we're constantly fighting an uphill battle when it comes to the lineup. And, what was it against Utah when we saw the most balanced lineup that we've had all season long? That was a dominant game. And yes, we lost the game, but when you look at the effort that was given by every line and the fact that we controlled the majority of that game, it's hard to be upset with the effort that the guys are putting forward. So, we'll see as guys get healthy here who ends up getting waived. But, now with Bluger's health being pushed till after Christmas, which we'll talk about later in these talking points. But, something's got to give. Either the and I get that just because everyone wants to make trades and people want the front office and the GM to trade for a center, there's so much parity. Everyone's so close in the standings. No one wants to really give. No one's declaring themselves a seller yet, really, other than we've talked about it in the past, Nashville, right? Like Nashville is pretty much out of it. They need to sell off their big assets. I honestly wouldn't even be surprised if they tried to sell off UC Saros to a contender that needs a really solid starting goalie that can give you a lot of minutes. Like he plays a lot of minutes. And so if there's other teams out there that have maybe questionable starting goaltending or an injury that they might need to fill a hole with, he's a heck of a guy to try and pull off of that team. So, but until then, I mean, the Canucks are without a dance partner, really. And until they have an appropriate dance partner, there's no point in selling low this early in the season, especially when they are kind of hanging in there right now with other teams. So, we've talked about how it kind of keeps putting a blanket over the illusion that they can continue to win, but an issue that will happen, as we'll see, is even when everyone is healthy, it all depends on what lineup we see come puck drop.
The last down I'm going to give out before we move on to Hoglander is Quinn Hughes has already played 9 minutes and 16 seconds, which is insane. I don't understand why.
I mean, does it surprise you?
I'm not surprised, right? It is what it is. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm just going to give it a fat down and we're going to move on with our lives because nothing's going to change that nonsense. Hoglander.
We're going to talk about him later. We'll talk about him later.
Yeah. Hoglander back in the lineup. Already looking shifty out there. What'd you think about his game so far tonight?
I think he looks pretty good for a guy who has not played yet this season. It could just be adrenaline. We'll see how it sustains over the course of 60 minutes. But I definitely liked what I saw. He looks excited to be back in the lineup. He's always been an energy player, so we'll see. So far I like what I see. Again, see how he does over 60 minutes. He could start to get a little tired. He might get burned on a puck battle here or there. We'll have to keep an eye on him. But overall, I mean, we see, the Hoglander that we know and that got that contract extension. So far, I'm happy with what he's doing. As long as he continues to do the same things that made him successful up to this point, it's nice to have a winger like that in the lineup. Once Pettersson's back, I'd really, really love to see like a Hoglander, PD Carlson line or something like that, right? Like just give him someone who's got a little bit more oomph and wants to drive the net a little harder than Evander Kane.
I think the thing that always I forget about Hoglander. He's just such a shifty guy. Like he's so much like a young Connor Garland, right? Like, and that's the kind of frame that he has and the footwork, and he's got really good hands. And so it seems like it's not going to take him very long to get back in the swing of things. So as long as his conditioning get up to snuff, he should be good to go pretty much right away here.
Yep, absolutely.
Hughes on the block. Trade talks heating up all over the league. We heard Elliot Friedman talk about Jersey calling out. I mean, Detroit, they're playing tonight. That is probably, by the way we can hear it, is Detroit's probably the best dance partner for the Canucks right now because they want him, because they screwed up in that draft and took an idiot instead of taking a guy who literally played in their state. And they got young guys, and they got picks, and they got prospects. So does Quinn Hughes just hop on the plane with Detroit when they leave?
I mean, the way Friedman was talking, it sounds like there is a deal that could be made eminently when it comes to trade talks with Quinn Hughes. Obviously, everyone thinks New Jersey is the landing spot, but they just don't have the assets to bring back. I mean, is Simon Nemec and Mercer enough for you?
No.
Certain teams' picks are going to be more valuable when it comes to the first round next season. There are probably teams that are going to want to protect their first round pick next year in a lot of these trades. So there's no point in selling low with a player like Quinn Hughes. Like, yes, it's painful right now and this season is a struggle, but you have him under contract for another calendar season next year. So, if you sell too low and he goes somewhere and he doesn't like the fit and he decides he wants to go again, I mean, you could end up losing out big time if a team flips him for even more than you did. So, will it suck for Hughes? Absolutely. But he signed a contract to play here for X amount of years. And, it's the team's right to say, no, we're not trading you right now because we're not going to get the best value for you at this time. So we need to wait. You're the best asset this organization has ever had, and we're going to hold on until we get the best return possible because, if you're being a responsible GM, that's the only way to handle this Hughes situation. And for me, like, I got to look at it, and you hear about all these fans and people talking about how Aquilini's got to have his hands involved and he's got to be involved in this team. And it's like, I find it hard to believe that he's okay with losing a player of Quinn Hughes' caliber in this type of manner. I said it a few games ago. There's going to be a management change 100% before we see a Quinn Hughes trade. There's no way in my mind that if there's an owner that's meddling in this team, he is allowing Quinn Hughes to be traded without a GM coming in and attempting to right the ship. Because that is the MO of Aquilini, is trying to save things and win now. It's not blow it up, trade him, do what you got to do. I mean, if he's not meddling, that's what Rutherford will do. So it's really a question of which shoe drops first. Are Rutherford and Allvin going to be allowed to make a trade of Quinn Hughes? Will the owner okay that? Because at the end of the day, a trade of a player of that caliber will need to be okayed by Francesco Aquilini. No question about it. And that's not meddling. That's just, he is the franchise player. And your owner pays the bills and is your boss when you're the general manager and the president of this hockey club. So, I would find it a lot more plausible that Rutherford and Allvin are shown the door than Hughes gets traded. However, there's obviously going to be smoke to this fire, there's going to be fire where there's smoke, because when you put out a memo to every team, who's the first person they're going to call about? When you said, every player's available pretty much, they're not going to pick up the phone and be like, oh, is Tyler Myers available? They're going to pick up the phone and be like, Quinn Hughes, Vilander, Leckermacky, are any of those, like, these are the guys that people are calling about. They're not calling about, fringe guys. They're not calling about MP29. So we got to be realistic in what happens in the business sense. Like, yes, we all want the best team we can have at this moment in time. And we'd love for it to happen with the snap of a finger. But it's just not realistic in the business of hockey, because you have to do it in a balance of cap in and cap out. You also have to figure out, you have to stay above the cap floor, depending on what trades you're planning on making by sending out all these veterans. So there's a lot more to it. I would say that Rutherford with that memo is attempting to play chess instead of checkers and trying to just generate interest around the league, so that he can start playing offers off of each other and just getting the best deals out there to present to Aquilini. And if they're not good enough, then those two are going to be the two that go. And that's just my 2 cents on the situation. Just looking at the history of how teams are run, how the business of hockey's operated. If you're given 4 years to turn things around and it gets to the end of your tenure and you're trading franchise guys, it's going to be tough to not see Allvin and Rutherford shown the door.
Little snippet from Foot's presser today. Bluger is probably an Christmas gift. Sounds like he had a setback, did something weird with his leg or something like that. But good news, at least getting someone back around the Christmas break. So could be a couple weeks away.
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to hear getting guys like that back. Clearly we need help in the face-off dot. Clearly we need help on the penalty kill. Is he going to change everything and all of a sudden are we going to be a winning team? No, but he's going to fill a lot of holes that are frustrating to watch. Absolutely. So, he'll be a welcome sight to see for sure because we are damn weak up the middle. So any center coming back, I don't care who they are, will be a sight for sore eyes.
Matt Damon, we'll have to get to you after the game and the post-game show. There is more. We got a game to talk about. We got player movement and activation off an IR. So that will everything that we'll talk about in the post-game show. Dustin, enjoy the second and third period, and we'll chat after it's all done.
Absolutely. Talk to you post-game.
Dustin Boydell stopping by for the Rusty and Dusty Sideshow. You love to see it. Always good to have him in the house. Oh my God, what is my computer doing? Yep, all right. I accidentally had my video editing program open. Everything was running slowly because this CapCut is a beast. It eats up crazy amounts of memory. All right, we're about to get into the second period here. Update the scoreboard, reset the game clock, and just like that, we're back into it. Everyone's lining up at center ice. Starting David Kampf again. I refuse to call him the first line. I'm in denial. Call me Egyptian because damn, I'm in denial. Can David Kampf win the opening faceoff? Come on, David. That's your only job. I know it's against Larkin, but I believe that you can. Although Larkin is really good in the draw. Oh my God, David Kampf won the draw. Look at that. He was listening to the show. Connor Garland spinning the puck into the zone, gets a shot towards the net. Puck ends up deflecting wide in behind the Detroit net. And they'll pick it up and flip it all the way down the ice. That's got a good roll on it. So that's going to be icing against the Detroit Red Wings. Learn the rules. Come on, Detroit. What are you doing? Learn the rules. I got the rule book out right away for him. Andrew in the house. What's up, my dude? Nice to see Andrew. Don't know life is being rough on my hands. Wrestling and football, a fight or two, and a broken finger or hands are just messed up. Went to the doctors have started the process of getting into surgery for it. Oh, that's good to hear. I'm sad to hear that your hands are hurting you, but I'm glad to hear that you're starting to get towards fixing it. So that's good to see. Evelyn's got the rule book out for the Detroit Red Wings. Shot blocked. Detroit will pick it up. Larkin passes all the way up to the Canucks blue line. Tipped in there. Vielander, first one into it. He plays it to the side. Marcus Pettersson picks it up. He'll start out. Passes all the way down the ice. Right on Gibson. Gibson will play the puck behind his own net. Sassone can not get to the puck in time. Canucks can't keep the puck into the blue line. They'll have to tag up, but Detroit will flip the puck all the way down to their blue line. Now into the neutral zone it goes, bouncing around. Watch the bouncing puck. Vielander skates and then dinks to the middle. Good move there. Shot. That one gets blocked. Bounces off the end boards, and Gibson will cover it up. Calmly cover it up. Learn the rules, learn the rules, learn the rules, says Zach. Learn the rules, learn the rules, says Humongous69. Come on, Canucks, score! Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, Fangirl. Score, score, score. She wears short skirts. I wear t-shirts. She wears short skirts. I wear t-shirts. She's on the cheer team and I'm in the bleachers. Dusty needed to go trailblaze. I don't think we have yet. Trevor Linden. Canucks play the puck through the neutral zone. Picking it up is Baines. He'll dump it deep into the near side corner. Detroit will play it up the boards. Now Hoglander plays it off the boards to himself. Skates up the boards back to the blue line for DPD over for Myers. Myers puts the puck down low in behind the net. Baines has to go by him. Now it gets by Drew O'Connor as well, but he pokes it back to DPD, who shoots it just wide of the net. I don't know if Gibson touched that one. Now Myers picks up the puck in his own zone. He'll throw it all the way down the ice. Gets by a couple Detroit Red Wings sticks, so they say no icing. We like that. I don't know if the Detroit Red Wings did. Ratu's good in the dot. Yep, KJ Brazy, you're right. 1C comp wasn't something I expected to see this year. Yep, neither was I. Believe you me. Puck goes out of play at the Detroit bench, I think. And the faceoff will happen at center ice. It's all Swede, no finish, laugh out loud. Didn't comp leave $1 million on the table to play here? Well, he allowed Toronto to cancel his contract. So sort of, yeah. But he's also, what is he making, $1 million? Oh, sure, we got taken down. And was it a stick or a leg that got in the way? But it looks like Detroit has put themselves shorthanded once again. Sherwood through center. Huh. Edvinson just getting in the way, taking his foot out, and the hand from the referees go up, despite the fact that Edvinson is like, I didn't do anything, I swear. So the Canucks get their second power play of the game. As Dustin corrected me, the Canucks did get 2 shots there. Aaron Cassidy, would you rather stub your toe every time you take a step for the rest of your life, or watch the rest of this season? Oh man, I'd rather watch the rest of the season. A few Swedes, all right, but they make a major part of this team's personality. They sure do. All right, Quinn Hughes passes up, breakaway, DeBrusque with a shot, and what a save there by Gibson. The puck ends up going wide. What a good pass from Hughes, and DeBrusque with a partial break. Garland skates into the faceoff dot. Detroit is very much collapsed down. Now Brock Besser plays it back for Hughes. Down for Besser. Handles a hard pass. Now back for Hughes. Hughes over for Garland. Garland passes to the front. And the Canucks get a good chance on front. And what a save by Gibson as DeBrusque gets robbed. Puck picked up by the Canucks. Now Garland plays it down low for DeBrusque. DeBrusque tries to jam it short side. Couldn't get it to go. Now Garland back to Hughes. Hughes with a shot. Deflects wide. Besser picks it up. Has it go off his stick, though. And Detroit will work the puck all the way down the ice. Now they've got a partial break here. Lankinen plays it to the side for Hughes. Now Hughes skates out of his own zone. Good chance there for DeBrusque. What a save by Gibson. Now Hughes plays the puck to himself off the boards. Back for Sherwood. Sherwood drops it down for Garland. Back to the blue line. Garland skates into the faceoff circle. Passes back for Hughes. Hughes passes over for Garland. Garland with a pass. Shot down low. No one could tip it. Off the end boards. Hughes picks it up. Back over for Garland. Garland with a pass to the middle for Sherwood. And Sherwood gets a one-timer off. That one ends up getting deflected wide. Now the Canucks play it back to the blue line. Kept in there by Hughes. He hard pass over for Garland. Garland skates in the faceoff circle. Tries to play it to the middle. Puck bounces back for Hughes at the blue line. Hughes picks it up. Pass over Garland. Garland shot to the front of the net. That one ends up going off of Gibson. Easy save there for him as it was low and he was already down. Now DeBrusque plays it over for Garland. Garland loses the puck. Kicks it into the corner. Detroit will pick it up there and ring it around the boards. Kept in there. DeBrusque plays it down the boards for Garland. Garland plays it over for Besser. Besser back to the blue line. Puck squeaks out. Canucks are trying to keep it deep so Detroit won't be able to change. Hughes spins and passes over for Hronek, who's fresh, skates onto the ice. Skates all the way down behind the net. Passes back for Kane. Kane couldn't handle it. Now, good job by Linus Karlsson to spin the puck down for Kane. Kane puts it off the pad of Gibson. Save on the wraparound. Now Detroit comes in. Shot to the front of the net. Deflects towards Lankinen. Lankinen makes the save. Puck ends up behind the net. Now Detroit passes. That one gets blocked. Karlsson chops it out to the neutral zone. Good job there by the Canucks. Get the puck out. Fitzgerald. New Jersey GM. Yeah, Fitzy. Jimsy. Yeah, we should start calling Jim Rutherford Jimsy, eh? Hope you're all well tonight, but feeling a bit low the last couple days. But I'm all right, slugging it through. We're always here for you, Andrew. It's always good to see you, my dude. Hi, Andrew. Jimbo, Jimmer, Jumby. Hey, fangirl, says Andrew. Segmino Ovechkin was 32 before he won a cup. Yep. Sometimes it takes a while. Canucks with some good chances. Shot to the front of the net. Lankinen makes the save, and then he'll dive out onto the rebound with 14:09 left to go in the second period of play. Oh, was that a bar or is that the stick? Oh, the Brust, that partial break was a bar. He hit the post. And then DeBrusque gets robbed right beside Gibson. Oh my God. Gibson putting on a clinic, former Anaheim Duck. Thanks for the love, guys. Yeah, we got all the love for you, Andrew. Hope you feel better soon. As long as it's not your gooner hand, eh? Canucks step through a lost face-off and poke the puck down the ice. Drew O'Connor skates in, hits his man to the boards. Puck rung around. Ends up getting chipped out to the neutral zone. DPD shoots the puck back in. The Canucks will tag up, move in on the forecheck. Drew O'Connor digging at the puck. Kampf is there. He tries to hit his man, can't get there. Now the puck gets dumped behind the net near side. Sider plays it up all the way out to the neutral zone, and Detroit will chop it deep. DPD tries to play it up the boards. That gets intercepted. Now Detroit puts it in front. And no call there. Wow, I'm surprised they didn't call that. Now the Canucks end up with a 3-on-2, and Drew O'Connor just absolutely shits the bed and loses the puck. Now the Canucks take it back for a second, but they'll give it right back because they felt bad. And Detroit will come out. Now they got a 4-on-3 into the zone. Plays the puck behind the net. And the puck ends up going out of play. That was might be the weirdest play I've ever seen. 3:12 left to go in the second period now. Doctor says, it's severe carpal tunnel, but that's just the icing on the cake. Had problems with my right hand for a minute now. That sucks, my dude. I'm sorry to hear that. They got a couple things they can do for carpal tunnel nowadays, right? I do not exist. Taylor Swift mentioned. I do not exist. Laugh out loud. Major General's like, Canucks go, Dobby. Canucks go. Nope, Russell. She's cheer captain, and I'm on the bleachers. Thank you. Thinking about the day when you wake up and find that you're looking for has been here the whole time. Yep, sometimes you do realize that what you've been looking for has been here the whole time. Exactly, KJ. Yes, agreed, Calvin. DeBrusque robbed blind. Yeesh, says Paragraph Bro. Hits the bar and then gets robbed. I like hearing Russell sing. I messed it up. I called her Taylor with the ER instead of the OR. Laugh out loud. Ah, says Major General. Dang, DeBrusque. Don't, says Major General. Sensei DMY, hockey gods, what did we do to piss you off? I think the Canucks have done many things to piss off the hockey gods. Let's go, says Major General. DeBrusque would be so good if he stayed consistent. Yep. Doing the wave. Evelyn's out here doing the wave. Major General's out here doing the wave. Fangirl's in on the action. And Thomas is like, Dobby, Dobby, Dobby. And then Jason Egger is like, wave. And Major General's like, Dobby, Dobby, Dobby. And then Major General's like, Dobby, wave. Zach is also getting the wave out. Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden. And then Trevor Linden appears. What's up, my dude? Always good to see Trevor Linden. Hi, y'all. Better start to this game than last. Yeah, Red Pill Unlocked is here. What's up, my dude? Yeah, they have been playing better to start this one. Out shooting the Red Wings now, 16-9, which is no small feat for a Canucks team that struggles to get shots sometimes. Back to the bar. Dobby, 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 Dobby. Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden. Wave. Let's apologize to the hockey gods. $2 dono. Should we start praying to the hockey gods before every game? Maybe that's our problem. We don't pray to the hockey gods before the game. Canucks keep it in. Good work there. Shot to the front of the net. That one deflects wide. Ends up coming up the end boards. Quinn Hughes puts it down low. Evander Kane picks it up. He'll skate into the slot. A little bit of space. Can't get the shot off. Good stick there by Detroit. Puck gets chopped up the boards. Played back for Ratu. Ratu fires it towards the net. Rebound comes out for Sherwood. Sherwood now rings the puck around the boards. Pinching down is Garland. Got a change going on. Quinn Hughes skates the blue line. Spins to the middle. Now he'll stop up. Look to the middle again. Plays it over for Hronek. Hronek cuts across the top of the slot. Oh, and Hronek with a short side shot. I think that might have gone off the something. It went off something and out of play. Oh, and then Ratu with a good chance, but that one goes wide. And then I want to see this Hronek chance. Did he hit? Thank you very much for the $2 dono, Major General. We appreciate you. They didn't show the last one, unfortunately. Dear hockey gods, I am so sorry for all the bullshit that Vancouver has done to you over the years. If you could find it in your heart to forgive us for all of our many, many hockey sins, I would really be stoked about it. In the name of Gordie Howe, Wayne Gretzky, and Trevor Linden, amen. Plays back underway. There's my prayer to the hockey gods. Thank you for the $2 dono, Major General. Detroit in the Canucks zone, plays it back to the blue line. Shot gets blocked. And that'll go all the way down the ice. Baines with some good speed to pressure the Red Wings down. Sider with some classic veteran interference. Not enough to get a penalty. Marcus Pettersson gives it a Hoglander. Hoglander puts it up for Baines. Baines can't get the puck deep. Detroit now plays it behind their own net. Hoglander on the forecheck. Detroit plays it out of center. Tipped into the Canucks zone. No icing. Marcus Pettersson plays it back up the near side boards. Picked up by Kampf. He'll play it out to the neutral zone for Garland. Garland gets pinched as he dumps it deep. Detroit will pick it up. Bernard Docker plays it up the boards. Intercepted by the Canucks. Got Hoglander playing it back for Myers, who plays it out into the neutral zone. Skating onto the puck is Kampf. He'll get the puck deep. Near side corner. Bernard Docker picks it up again. Plays it over Johansson. Plays it out all the way to center. The ref did a good job to get it out of the way of that pass. And then Kampf will pin his man to the boards, but can't come over the puck. Detroit will pass through the slot. Nobody there. They'll pick it up. Shot off the side of the net. They'll retrieve it. Play it down the boards. Near side. Skating back up to the blue line. Now they'll dish it down the boards, but nobody was there. But the first one onto the puck is Detroit. Oh, now they fire it down low. I think they might have hit their own man in the back of the leg, and puck will come out to the neutral zone. Garland battling just inside the blue line. Kampf does well not to pass in the middle, but he's having a hard time on the half boards. Puck squirts out to the neutral zone. Detroit will fire it back in. Lankinen can't stop it up, but Hronek will get there. Detroit's changing, so the Canucks have a moment to set things up. Kampf plays it off the boards to himself on accident. And then the Canucks will chip it down in behind that. Gibson will cue it up for his defenseman. And Sherratt will play it out of the zone up for Rasmussen, who's getting harassed by Linus Karlsson all the way back into his own zone. Now Detroit plays it up. Did they get a piece of it? They did at center, so no icing there. Puck up the far side boards. Detroit will play it down behind the Canucks net. Vilander staying on his man. Puck back to the blue line. Edvidson plays it in front. Oh my gosh, that took a crazy bounce off the end boards. Canucks will chip it out to the neutral zone. James T. Kirk. Captain Kirk has joined the chat. What's up, James T. Kirk? Live long and prosper, my dude. I love the double live long and prosper. Welcome back. I love to see James T. Kirk in the chat. 9 minutes left to go in the second period of play. Canucks ring the puck around the boards, comes all the way out. Now the Detroit Red Wings will have to wait to move in, and they will get pinned to the boards by Mr. Ratu. Now the puck squirts out all the way back to the own blue line. DeBrincat in his own zone, plays across his zone. Now Detroit gets turned back at center by a good Evander Kane stick, but they'll pass it up to the Canucks blue line. Then they'll ring it around the boards. DPD gets to his man, initiates contact first, and take the puck away. He'll play it. Oh, tries to play it up the boards, but good foot there by Detroit to keep it in. That might be, is that Kane? Oh, that is Patrick Kane in the corner using his feet. But the Canucks will pick it up and dump it out. Good gerb. Good gerb there by Sherwood. He chops it back to Kane. And Kane puts it over for Ratu. Ratu had it in the skates, but couldn't kick it up. Now the puck squirts all the way back to the blue line for Myers. Myers passed over Hughes. Hughes with a shot. That one goes wide off the end boards, rings around up the near side. Detroit will pick it up and start skating out through center. They'll dump it deep. Myers hits DeBrincat, separates him from the puck. Drew O'Connor plays it up the boards for Baines. Baines plays it in the middle for Hughes. Hughes with some speed through center. Dish to the side there for Hoglander, who tries to play it across the zone for Baines, but that puck gets intercepted. Now Detroit skates down. Drag move, gets blocked there. Good job there by Hronek. And then Hoglander with some good wheels, brings it out, drops the puck. In around behind the net. Canucks will skate. Now they lose the puck for a moment, getting hit there a couple times. Detroit will play it behind the net. Sherratt there. And then Vilander tries to pinch up to keep it in, but Detroit will do well to get it out. Hoglander plays it over for Hughes. Hughes cuts to the middle, over his own blue line. Passes across for Garland. Garland wasn't expecting it, so the bank pass didn't work. 7 minutes left in the second period, and Detroit will take control in their own zone. Marcus Pettersson. Oh, and then Comp trying to dig it out of the neutral zone, but can't. Maybe we can replace the word can't with Comp. He Comp do it. Comp plays it to the side. Canucks flip it out to the neutral zone. Detroit intercepts, and they'll play it up. They'll chop it down into the Canucks zone. Ends up going off of skate. Bounces into the faceoff circle. Brock Besser plays to the side for Garland. Garland plays it across for Comp. Now it comes back down for Comp from Garland. Garland on the half boards, battling for the puck. Using his feet, falls. Detroit will get it and chip it off the boards and out to the neutral zone. All the way down. DP picks it up in his own zone. He'll pass up for Besser. Besser brings it over the blue line. Spins, stops up, looks to the middle, fires the puck. That one goes off a stick. Tyler Myers puts it in front, and what a play by Connor Garland with the backhand. No look, backhander that Gibson makes a save on. Really great play there by Connor Garland. Rasmussen skates over the blue line, puts it in behind the Canucks net. He'll get hit there by DPD, and then Max Sasson comes in to help out. Can't come up with the puck, but Rasmussen using his feet there. Now Tyler Myers plays it behind his own net. DPD skates to the far corner to get it. He'll play it up the boards. The puck will just get out to the neutral zone, dribbling all the way down into the Detroit side of their own blue line. They'll pick it up there, play it up the boards to the neutral zone. That one gets away from them, ends up going all the way down the ice, but it gets tipped in, so no icing. Canucks played it in the middle. Hronek almost gave it away, and they'll play it all the way down the ice, and that's going to be, oh no, ends up going off something, so no icing on that one. I need to learn the rules. And then Detroit will flip it all the way down the ice. Quinn Hughes could have got to that one, so they say that's no icing on that too. Linesmen are having fun, not calling icing. Now Detroit up to the Canucks blue line. Hronek comes back on the back check, plays up the boards. Kane intercepts it. He'll play it to the middle. Pass across the faceoff circle and in front, and Detroit will score on another defensive breakdown with Quinn Hughes on the ice. Quinn Hughes in the neutral zone rather than killing a penalty. And all of a sudden, after more great pressure from the Vancouver Canucks, didn't matter. Detroit on their 10th shot of the game will score. So Hronek and Hughes run into each other. And then Hughes can't break the pass. And then all alone in front, my gosh, DeBrincat over for Kopp. And Kopp puts it in the back of the net. Hronek and Hughes getting their signals crossed there. And all of a sudden it's a 2-0 lead for the Detroit Red Wings. Plays back underway. Oh, man. DeBrincat to Sandapelica to Kopp and in the back of the net. Once the Ed Visualizer comes up, I will show you guys. There is 4:20 left to go in the second period of play. Detroit controlling in the Canucks zone. Vilander harassing his man. Detroit plays it back to the blue line. Shot to the front of the net, and Detroit scores again. Wow. Up and down the puck went. And right in front, they tip it past Lankinen. That's 3-0. The Canucks' wheels have fallen off. Maybe they can go to Detroit and get their wheels fixed, but yeah, the Detroit player all alone in front gets a piece of that puck and tips it by Lankinen just past the blocker. Danielson with a good tip just to get it by Lankinen. Oh my gosh. He's all alone in front. The Canucks absolutely losing their man in the crazy spin cycle that Detroit put them in. And all of a sudden, it's a 3-0 game. Scorpions got the swear jar out. Oh, I just took a Detroit goal away. I was trying to start the clock. 4 minutes left to go now in the game. Or in the second period. Puck into the Canucks zone. Quinn Hughes back on the ice. Dishes for Hronek. Plays it out to the neutral zone. Canucks dump it deep. Brock Besser skating down. Gets to the puck. Pins his man to the boards. He'll skate out with it. But he gets checked from behind. Puck back to the blue line. Quinn Hughes throws it down. Baines hits his man. Now Besser back to the blue line. DP throws it towards the net. Ends up bouncing into the corner. Canucks keep it in. Tyler Myers pitching past the cross. And Gibson with another great save on a Tyler Myers one-timer from the face-off dot. Gibson, number 36. Yeah, there it is. $1 into the swear jar for Major General. Looking forward to that first overall pick, says Cosmic Dragon. Enjoy the show, brother. Monsoon rains here in Chilliwack, Dobby. Oh my God, I know, right? Thank you for the $1 dono into the swear jar. It's not looking good, so I'm gonna go get Dobby. I want you guys to know that Crystal is not happy because I just stole Dobby. And look at him. All he wants right now is to have a sleep. He smells good too because he got a bath. Oh, yes. Yeah, what a sweet, nice, good boy, huh, Dobby? Can you say hi to the stream? Can you say hello over here? Well, you know what? Oh, yes. Hey, Dobby. You want your dinner early? Okay, Dobby's going to get his dinner early. Oh, yes. Huh? Well, the Canucks might suck, but you know what doesn't suck? Watching Dobby eat his dinner. Here we go. There we go, Dobberton. Oh, yes. This suddenly makes me feel so much better. Huh? What a sweet little monkey. Oh, yes. What a good boy. Canucks win it. Oh, no. Well, I mean, technically they won the draw, but Detroit stepped right through and took the puck away from them. So, puck into the Canucks zone, pass into the slot, but deflected away by Ratu. And now a pass is blocked by Evander Kane. Detroit picks up the puck in the neutral zone as the Canucks flipped it out. Oh, yeah. Did you spill any? Huh? No, you did not spill a single one, huh? You got them all? You got them all, huh? Look at what a handsome boy he is, huh? What an absolute gent. Gazoon tight. Oh, yes, Dobby. You're so sweet, huh? Do you want to know something, Dobby? Chat loves you. And they want to say hello to you. Yeah? Okay. Can I have a kiss? Oh, yes. What a nice boy, huh? What a sweet little monkey. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Go ahead now. Thank you, my boy. Alrighty then. Did I jinx it with the stream title? Let's go streaking. It's always me, right? It's always my fault. Oh, man. Sandin Pelika getting 2 assists, 2 primary assists, setting up Kopp and then setting up Danielson. These goals are only like 30 seconds apart. Absolutely insane. Back to the bar. Yo, why you gotta flex on us with your drip? Dobby. The only drip that Dobby has is when he gets soggy. Big Mac, $2 in the swear jar for my fluent French. Tabernac. Casper, ASP, and Danielson look great. Young guys we can get for Quinn. Yes, Jack Maloney. This is what we're doing. We're not watching this game to see the Canucks win. We're watching it so that we can scout the Detroit Red Wings. Gotta say, last place for that draft pick. Oh, well, at least Minnesota game was a good one, says Casket Brain. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was lots of fun. Major General, hi! Okay, the faceoff is just outside the Canucks zone after the puck went out of play. 2:05 left to go. Defense leaving our poor Lanky to die on the ice tonight. Totally inexcusable plays, not to mention no one picked up their 3rd goal score. Ooh, another pass into the middle for Kane. That's Connor Cahill reporting live from Rogers Arena, giving us an inside look about how bad the Canucks defense is. Sherratt plays it out of his zone. Picked up by Sasson, who skates through center, dishes at the blue line. He'll skate to the net. Can't get the return pass from Marcus Pettersson. Now DeBrusque is in, digging away. Sasson now has got his foot on the puck. We got a full-on rugby game here. Casper and DeBrusque fighting for it. Carlson. Oh, and the puck just squirts out. Detroit will start out. They go quickly enough. They can get an odd man rush, but looks like it was a terrible pass down low, and Vilander does well to pick up the puck off the boards and move out immediately. Deeks to the outside. Now he skates down right into the Detroit zone. Plays the puck down behind the net. No one was there. No one read the play. Oh, and now a bad pass by Besser puts it back out, and Detroit has a rush back towards Lankinen, and Lankinen will stop the puck and hang onto it with 49.9 seconds. We'll call it 50 seconds left to go in the second period of play. And as a reminder, we do have a great interview coming up in the second intermission. We're going to be speaking with the local legend, Mr. Ryan Ventura. So we're going to get his take on what he saw on Filipino Heritage Night last Friday. Adam Foote needs to be pucking fired, says Carly. Yeah, I agree. No. I disagree, Carly, because I want them to tank now. It's too late. Team Tank! Oh, David Camp. Fans on a shot. Passes back to the blue line. Hronek shoots it towards the front of the net. Gibson blockers it away and out of play. Took a second for anyone to know where the puck was. We got 29 seconds left to go. Wouldn't blame Connor if he left in the second intermission. Fair enough. Nucks will draft 4th if we finish laugh out loud. And then Thomas is like, Dobby. And then Big Mac's like, Dobby. And then Thomas is like, Big Mac. And then Fangirl's like, Dobby. Stenberg incoming. Hey, you never know. Can you imagine? They draft Stenberg instead of McKenna. Humongous is like, Dobby. Humongous 69. Canucks win a draw. Oh my God, they won a draw. Hughes spins. Goes to the middle. Shot to the front of the net. Gibson with an easy save. And then Hronek will chop it up the boards. Garland plays to the middle. Puck ends up getting all the way to Comp. Comp with a shot. And that one goes off of the blocker of Gibson and out of play with 9.8 seconds left. So we'll call it 10 seconds. I comp do that. Do can't. I comp do cap. Zachary, Dobby. Best part of the game so far. Yeah. Cosmic Dragon, you're right. Dobby always brings us up. Major General! Dobby. The fun is we're aren't going to get the first overall pick because the Canucks hockey baby, fire, Canucks go, wave, plays back underway, puck into the corner, and they'll just pin it there, and everyone's going to be like, yeah, you know what, that's good enough. Let's just call it a period, guys, and go to the second intermission. I need to go get myself some Gatorade or whatever the sponsored product is. What is it now? It's not Gatorade anymore, is it? Alrighty then. Okay. By the way, hello, Terran Lizard. It is nice to see you, my dude. Okay. Connor Cahill, Gary Wiseman, I'm happy to stay, but I'm just had a feeling this would happen. Hughes not leading by example from a defensive point of view. Yep. Okay. Now, I'm very happy to have him on again because this man is an absolute legend. Probably, I mean, we had Eddie Lack on, but I think Ryan might be the nicest player that we've ever had on the show, which is a lot to say. But we did get a chance to chat with Ryan Ventura after his night of hosting the Vancouver Canucks versus the it was the Utah Mammoth on Filipino Heritage Night. So let's get into the conversation with the man, the myth, the legend, Ryan Ventura. Oh, we're very excited to have you back on the show, Ryan. Welcome back to Nothing is Perfect, my man.
I'm so glad to be back. I've every chance that I get, I would jump in the chat, try to communicate with all the wonderful people in your community. And honestly, I feel like your community and your group, although it's not like the biggest one yet, it's my favorite just because like I feel like everyone is so kind and personable and much better than like any other community out there for the Canucks.
Yeah, we're pretty lucky over here. There's a lot of good kids. We got a lot of good moderators, and everyone holds each other accountable like a good hockey team, right? You got to keep each other in check. Sometimes people get a little out of hand, but everyone lets them know how to correct that, and everyone loves each other. That's the thing. So much love and support out here. So we're very lucky here on Nothing.
For sure.
So you got that glow. It's like this smile that I don't think we can wipe off your face. Man, what a night for you. Friday night, one of your dreams coming true, eh?
Wow, man. Like if I am dreaming, please don't wake me up, Russ. Really don't. Like I can't even believe that, I got to like have that day. I was at Rogers Arena at 1 p.m. and like my day essentially ended at 9:30, way after the game was over already. And although the result wasn't the most ideal result that night, like just the whole experience. I remember one of my really good friends, he said to me, he's like, hey, I know you're a big fan and everything, but you have to look at it as this is your night. You earn this. They asked you to do this. And like this is not only a celebration of your culture, but this is a celebration of your fandom. So don't worry about what the boys are doing on the ice. Focus on what you can do. And then when that hit me, I'm like, yeah, this is unreal.
Yeah. See, 1 p.m. they got you at the statement earlier. I guess you're just kind of running through what the rundown for the night would be, that kind of thing to start off.
Yeah, exactly. So, what they would do hours before puck drops at all, like they would like, you would go into like the production room and like, you would go through all of the hits for the evening, like and everything and all the timings, like everything is like a well-oiled machine and it has to be done on time and they do it so well. Yeah, so like you go through a production meeting and then like, you kind of like do like a soft read of all the things that you need to do for the evening. And then after that, you chill for a bit, have some food, and then like it immediately it's time to work. Like as soon as like you get that call, it's like you just have to be on.
The pregame meal, did you get a pregame nap or is that out of the question at Rogers Arena?
No pregame nap, but like a quick meal. And from the catering that like I got to experience, I'm very proud to say that they served Filipino food that day. So like, and I was very impressed, like the spread of Filipino food that they had that day. They had lechon, which is roast pork. They had chicken adobo, which is one of our famous dishes, is like chicken, soy sauce. They had pancit, which is like chow mein noodles, and lumpia, which is our spring rolls. And I was very impressed by the spread of Filipino food that they had there. And it's all legit too. It wasn't like, some like Cactus Club, nothing against Cactus Club, but like it's not like, some North Americanized version of the food. It's the real deal.
That's good. That's good. And that's the thing is you got to nail that on Filipino Heritage Night, which I mean, just even without hosting it, I'm sure it would have been an amazing night for you. But what did it mean for the Filipino community to finally get a night to be celebrated in Rogers Arena with the Vancouver Canucks?
Oh man, I think it was absolutely surreal just because, people like myself that are product of immigration, our families came from the Philippines and they come to Canada in search of a better life and better opportunities. Hockey was a way for us and our families to assimilate and to become part of the Canadian fabric. And it was really beautiful to see. There were so many so many people from our community. Like I had so many relatives, friends that were in attendance. It was a beautiful thing. Lots of Filipino flags there. Actually, there was one guy in the crowd. He had like this Filipino flag and it had a picture of Brock Besser in the middle of it. That was great. That was great.
That's great. That's great. So
Brock Besser, honorary Filipino.
Yeah, exactly right. There's one. I don't know if you have seen him in chat. We've got one member of our chat, Swervin Irvin, who is a Filipino gentleman, and
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah. So his joke always is that because we have Philip Hedel, he was calling it Philip Hedel Heritage Night. I was like, oh, he hasn't been on the team long enough for this kind of a night.
Yeah. We needed him for that night.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I mean, you've done some huge events all over the world. You've been in front of crowds, massive crowds down in Vegas and all that. Was there any butterflies before your first hit on the mic to start the night off?
Yeah, a little bit, just because like this was a very obviously like watching it from a distance, it's very different, but being there and having to be on point for your hits, it was a little bit like shaky, but I've always been that guy to like embrace the shakiness and the butterflies because that means you care, right? And that means that it matters to you, right? And like, because like I'm not here thinking, oh, this is what if I look stupid, or what if like this could like ruin my career or whatever like that. But no, this means something to me, right? And obviously, like maybe like in the future, if I do it again, there are some things that like I can improve on, but otherwise, like all the years of working in fights and on television, it's really prepared me to be ready for those moments.
What was like the craziest moment of the night where you're just like, it was that moment of, oh my God, I can't believe this is actually happening sort of a moment?
You know what? There's not one particular moment. It's pretty much like the entire day. I remember doing like our soft rehearsals and like being at the ground level and putting on, so like when you're like down there and like if you have to go on the ice, they give you like these spikes that you put in your shoes, right? So you can step on the ice and you don't slip. So like, I'm wearing like the nicest pair of Jordan 3s that I got on, right? Like, my freshest sneakers, and I put the spikes on the sneakers and like, I step on the ice. I'm like, this is a lot of legends have, skated on this ice, and, just to be able to like, have my feet there just felt great. My favorite part of the evening personally, and everything was great, was we had this hit where if the game is close near the end of the third period, as long as like, you keep it like, within PG rating and like, you don't say anything offensive that'll piss anyone off, you have 10 seconds, hype up the crowd as best as you can. And like, you might've seen that video clip on my Instagram, and basically like, I paid tribute to my dad. It's kind of made me emotional thinking about it actually, but because like it means so much to me. But so like there's 4 minutes left in the period, and like, they're in the penalty kill, and the Canucks are down 2-1. And I said, sorry, man. I said that like Canucks Nation, the boys, they're down but not out. There's still a lot of hockey to play. Let's make some noise for the boys. They need our energy. That part where I said, there's still a lot of hockey to play. That's something my dad would always say, when during these situations. So that was my tribute to him and my history with the team. It means that much to me, man.
That's awesome. I mean, that's what it's all about, right, Ryan? And we've realized that a lot lately. We've had some tough times here on Nothing Is Perfect. My co-host Dustin Boydell has been dealing with some family stuff too, and it makes you realize that as much as we're all here to watch hockey together, it's more about us being together as a group, as a family, loving each other, loving the team together, And that's the kind of thing that keeps us thinking about this team and keeps us coming back, because it's the Canucks want to think that they're the reason that we're there, but really the secret is that we're all there because we're there together, and we're there to gather and support each other and love each other, and it's such a huge part of life, and that it's just beautiful, right? And it's that close knit family, like you said right off the top. The Nothing is Perfect community is here for each other on a regular basis, and it's awesome that we can support each other, especially in times of need, because I mean, the Filipino community knows pretty much better than anyone else here in Vancouver recently that community is what you need to stay together, especially during the tough times. So that's
Absolutely.
awesome to see.
Absolutely. And it was such a classy night. They had all the right people involved, and they did a great job paying homage to the community within the city. I know that there's 300 staff at Rogers Arena. They're of Filipino descent. Freddie de Guzman is the longtime locker room attendant for the Vancouver Canucks. He's been with them since 2009, I believe. 2009. And then one of the longtime day one security managers, he's also of Filipino descent. He had his last day. His name's Mickey D. He had his last day at the arena as well that day, which is appropriate, I'd say.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
But
just
man,
in general, a beautiful night.
Yeah. So sorry for crying on your podcast, man.
It's all good. I was crying the other night, so we were just joining in on the action.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to because my last few days have been so busy. I haven't even had a time to actually sit down and reflect on everything. And yeah, that's how much it means to me. It's like what we talked about, man. It's not even just so much the team itself. It's the memories that you share watching a team. It's sitting down watching a game with my dad, my best friends, my brother. That's what it means, man.
Yeah. So outside of the beautiful night that you had, the Canucks did their best to try and take some of the sheen off it. And we still say it's one of those games the Canucks played well, but they ended up coming out short end of the stick. Is that kind of what you saw there?
Yeah, it was a super tough go, man. It's funny because doing what I'm doing, a lot of the times I'm watching the game on the screen, not so much on the ice, the fans and everything like that. But yeah, from what I observed, I mean, they had 28 shots on goal, when they were into that penalty kill, and I there was hope and everything like that, and they did everything that they could. It just wasn't their night, and obviously got progressively worse, coincidentally right after I hyped them up.
Hey, sometimes that's how it goes, right?
Yeah.
Well done. Oh man, Utah's cooled off. This is probably the team that we'll probably be able to beat. They're maybe not playing at their best right now, and then all of a sudden Utah wins that game because the Canucks still have not beat the Utah Mammoth. That's 4 times they've played, 4 times they lost. And then the next night, last night, they play against one of the hottest teams in the entire NHL. Minnesota has been on absolute fire. And all of a sudden, our young guys, 2 young defensemen score, and the Canucks come out with a big victory. So that's why we watch, because who knows what's going to happen, right?
Yeah, exactly. When I was watching the game, it was a little bit bittersweet because I'm where were these guys the other night? But I'm just glad they got the dub. It was nice to see Villander get his first NHL goal. Yeah, man, I'm very happy about the performance yesterday, and hopefully they can find some consistency. Maybe right now don't think too much about the standings. Just think about having fun and trying to get a few dubs. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. You probably get a similar feeling that Villander got last night because you had your very first time hosting the game and he got his very first NHL goal. Did anyone attack you like DPD attacked Villander after he scored? Did you get any big massive hugs after you had stepped out with the microphone on?
Oh, dude, okay, so you guys are gonna see a video very soon. So one of my closest friends, Jordan Santos, he's the guy that made that video clip to help get me this opportunity. I actually managed to get him very coveted credentials inside Rogers Arena to follow me around because they are extremely strict about who makes content within their walls. But they let him follow me around for the entire day. So from the time we step in through security till the very end, where I'm having beers at sports bar with my family, you get to see it all. So it's gonna be really good. I can't count the amount of hugs and daps that I got from people. I didn't even think I was I don't think of myself as famous. But like, I for that day, like I genuinely felt like, oh, so this is what Dwayne Johnson feels like.
Yeah, well, it's only. I think we all got to work towards making you a permanent fixture in Rogers Arena because I think we'd all love to see that.
Oh, that'd be great. I mean, internally, I've had like a lot of really great feedback and comments, and like, I'm supposed to like, without going into too much detail, like I think supposed to have like a conversation in the coming days. But like, like just a little bit more like further feedback, and like I think, like I was telling you before, there's certain things that I can tweak, improve upon, and go from there, see what happens.
I saved this one for last. Was there any oh shit moments from your night of like, oh, we gotta adjust on the fly?
So at the beginning, so like for my very first hit, they actually wanted me to interview with the other in-arena host, Kat. She's like the long time, she's been working with the Canucks for the last few seasons, and she works with the Golden Eyes. She's a wonderful human being, beautiful person. We were supposed to do a hit at ice level where she actually interviewed me about like my Canucks fandom and like, my family and all that kind of stuff. But unfortunately, like there was like this rush because like the Zambonis were trying to clean the ice before like the first period started, and like we couldn't do our hit because the Zambonis were doing their thing. Yeah, but otherwise, like I think like I did as good of a job as I could.
Yeah, smooth as butter.
Yeah.
So I want to pick your brain on just a couple of Canucks things before we get off here.
Sure.
Last night, Elliot Friedman, Hockey Night in Canada, drops the bomb that the New Jersey Devils have reached out to talk to Quinn Hughes. He says he doesn't say that anything is imminent, but he wanted to put it out there that, in fact, the Jersey Devils had reached out. Have you gotten to a point where you're thinking about trading Quinn Hughes, or are you still on the camp that wants to see him sign long-term?
Obviously, selfishly as a fan, I want him to be here forever. But I also understand that a player of that caliber, and they're a generational talent, they want to win and they want to win now. And maybe right now with our team, it's not our time, not yet anyway. But if he wants to win and he wants to do it with his brothers, I mean, like, more power to him. At the end of the day, like, yes, I'm a fan, and like, I want him to be successful with us. But Quinn Hughes is a human being, right? And like, he has his goals and he has his career, and at the end of the day, I want him to be happy with whatever he chooses doing. I know, like, I'm in the minority of people that say that, like, most fans wouldn't say that, but I truly mean that.
It's kind of funny. The fan base has gone from do I cheer for JT Miller or cheer for Pedersen, or do now it's should I trade Quinn Hughes or should I stay or should I go now on Quinn Hughes? So I think that's the new thing, the new question that everyone's asking themselves is, would I rather see us get 4 first-round draft picks for Quinn Hughes and some prospects, or do I want to see him sign and be our captain for the next decade? And I guess we'll have to wait and see because we haven't figured that out yet.
Mm-hmm.
What can people do to find your content? Where can they find you, Ryan?
All my major social media platforms, Ryan Ventura 604. Except for Twitter, it's Ryan Ventura 778. But everywhere else, Ryan Ventura 604.
Awesome, brother. I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to join us today, and I'm sure we'll chat again soon.
Thank you, Russ. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, there it is. That absolute beauty stopping by to have a chat with us. It looks like Nikita Tolopilo. Oh my God. Hiccup. Nikita Tolopilo is starting the third period of play. Kevin Langdon doesn't look happy about it, but it is what it is. Here we are. So the game is already actually underway. The Canucks lost the ensuing face-off to start the period. Update this too. So it says third period. Open sesame. Great segment, Ryan. Says Big Mac. W. Ryan says Calvin 99 Charlie. Trevor Linden. Ryan, please don't smell your fingers, Henrik. Yep, is Henrik back? Henrik, why I scratch my ass at night? Fingers smell like poo in the morning? Question mark. Go Canucks, go! Guys, Tolopilo's in net. Gross. Laughing and crying, says KJ Brazy. Go Red Wings, says Die Hard. What's up, Die Hard? I was wondering when you'd show up tonight. Oh, yeah, and then Hunter with a $20 dono into chat. Thanks for sharing with us, Ryan. Thank you very much. Hunter, for your $20 dono to Nothing is Perfect and Dobby's College Education Fund. We appreciate you very much, Hunter. One of our biggest contributors here. Hunter. The Red Wings have iced the puck. Huh? What do you think about that, Die Hard? Huh? Your team's not so good now. They iced the puck. We're grasping at strings now. Got Tolopilo in the net. Thank you again very much, Hunter. Eric Hunter, the absolute legend, with a $20 dono. You're an absolute beauty, man. I appreciate you so much. And then Major General with a gifted membership. But it doesn't look like the gifted membership did go out. Canucks win the draw in the offensive zone. Play the puck around the boards, back to the blue line, pass across for Marcus Pettersson. He'll take a shot towards Gibson. Rebound came out, chopped wide by the Canucks. Now Marcus Pettersson does well, and the Canucks bring it out front, and Drew O'Connor tries to put it underneath of Gibson, and then Kane comes in with a little extra jab at the end to try and jar it free, but couldn't get anything to go. But good moves there by Mr. Sherwood on a great pass from behind the net, but just couldn't get it through the 5-hole. Yeah, Drew O'Connor with a great backhand pass to Kiefer Sherwood, and then it went right between Gibson's legs. Another one of those ones bouncing around between his knees. Yeah, Major General donated a gifted membership. Let's see. Did it go out? It did not go out. There is a free gifted membership waiting for whoever wants it. Cool stuff, Ryan, says Connor Gale with the thumbs up. High five. Laugh out loud. Says Calvin99 Charlie. You guys are a great community, says Ryan. Thank you very much. Dobby. And then Donnie Bluebones got all the hearts in chat. A walking goat. True man. No, we are a great community, says Calvin99 Charlie. Trevor Linden. DeBrusque gets the puck into the blue line, dumps it around behind the net, comes all around to the other side. Hoglander pokes the puck out front, and then DPD tried to get to it, but had the puck taken away from him. Now Detroit will flip it out to center. That's Kane. Patrick, not Evander, puts it in on Tolopilo, now in net. Tyler Myers will turn back in his own zone as he waits for his teammates to change. Pass to, is that DPD? And DPD tries to play it up, but Baines will end up picking it up off a rebound off a shin pad of the Detroit Red Wing variety. Now Phil Hronik passes up to the Detroit blue line, but Baines couldn't get the puck deep. Now he's battling on the half boards right at center ice. And Casper will chip it into the Canucks zone. Hughes tries to chop it down low, but couldn't get it deep. Now Detroit will pick it up. Detroit controls now. Pass across the zone. Shot to the front of the net. That one's blocked by, it's like Linus Karlsson dove in front of that one. Got the block and tipped it out of play. Hunter's like, too evil. That's right, Ryan. You are part of a cult now. Yeah. One of us. Passion, Ryan. We are family here, says Fangirl. Hunter's like, major. One of us. Laugh out loud. Glad to be a part of the cult here. Yeah, we're always glad to have Ryan here. And he'll be back on Thursday live from Rogers Arena. Can you believe it? 2 streams in a row, we get Ryan Ventura. We're getting spoiled up here on Nothing is Perfect. Humongous 69. Major. This family puts the funk in dysfunctional. Laughing and crying, says Cal McKenzie. German is here with the Dobby emoji. What's up, German? Nice to see you, my dude. Relax, KJ, not here. Laugh out loud. And then Humongous has got the hearts in chat for Ryan. Leafs win, says Zach. Yeah, they sure did. And then Hunter. And then Big Mac's like, Hunter. We are like family, right, guys? We are, Bobby. I did not start the clock. I'm sorry. Connor Garland flips it out center. David Comp skates onto the puck. He gets it deep. Gets away from his man. Plays it out front. No one's there. Puck back to the blue line. DPD slaps it in. Comp will keep it going around to the other side, and that'll squeak out. DP will flip it back into the Detroit zone. Now, Sherwood and Evander Kane are onto it. They'll play it back to DPD. DPD throws it towards the net. batted away by Gibson and then right through the crease. Kane. Drew O'Connor throws it towards the net. Looks like Gibson got a piece of that one. Now Rasmussen in. Skates to the middle of the slot. Tolopilo makes a save. Puck comes to the side. Kane picks it up there. He'll skate up. Passes out to the neutral zone. Skating onto it is Drew O'Connor with some wheels tonight. Shot. Looks like that went off of a stick and out of play. High out of play. Ha ha, says Big Mac. Family Guy, laugh out loud. KJ, ha ha, that's awesome. He will be with us forever. We love Dabs. Laugh out loud, says Calvin99 Charlie. Dabs. First save by Tolopilo. The Canucks do have the faceoffs up to 50% now, so we'll take that as a win. Back to the bar. Faceoff won by, I just jinxed it. Faceoff won by Detroit, and they'll play it out to the neutral zone. Speaking of Dabs, coming in from Calvin99 Charlie, which Dabs? BRB, says Donnie Bluebone. Ryan Ventura is just out here giving the symbol. He appreciates you guys. Go Canucks, go, says Van Isle Beauty. Evelyn's like, Henrik, no, it's no poo, it's chocolate. Eat it. Laugh out loud. And Hunter's like, just don't rub your eyes, Henrik. That's how you get pink eye. Yep. Excellent, says Deadly Flames. Yep. Did the Deadly Flames win tonight? Oh. Yeah, the Flames beat Sabres 7-4. Holy cow. Ooh, and a 2-0? Oh, that's good. Good thing the Canucks aren't, leaving Tolopilo out to dry, coming in cold. It's not like they gave up a 2-0. Vilander and Hughes are out there together now. Now Vilander hitting his man, but can't get the puck away from him. Sider walking the blue line, shot to the front of the net, deflects towards the net, and Tolopilo will get his stick on it and glove it. Miserable Sabres fans not happy about it. Deadly Flames is rubbing it in, and miserable Sabres fan is like, swear jar, swear jar, swear jar, swear jar. Great interview, says Humongous. Thanks for having me on, having me again, everyone. Yeah, it's always a pleasure to have you, Ryan. You're an absolute gem. You're the nicest man in chat. Gary Wiseman's the funniest man in chat. Ryan Ventura, the nicest man in chat. Please don't trade Quinn. I will be upset. And I am also in a Quinn jersey. Yep. Tolopilo is in. Yep. Derek Wang in the chat. What's up, Derek Wang? Nice to see you, my dude. Love Tolopilo's helmet, too. Kampf coming in to take the draw. He gets tossed. He's like, bro, what do you mean? And the ref's like, bro, do better. The only reason they have you and Brock Besser almost won it, but couldn't quite finish the job. Puck squirts out to center. Come on, push the button when it starts. Russell. Canucks get it outside the blue line. Detroit will throw it back in around the boards. Comes to the near side. Chopped up the boards by Marcus Pettersson. Kane tried to play it to the middle. Or no, that was Garland, but it gets intercepted. Marcus Pettersson picks the puck out of the pile. He'll skate into the corner and I'll play it up the boards. Besser plays it across for Garland. Garland has to take a bouncing pass. He'll try and pass it back. He does get it back for Besser. Now Besser plays it across for Kampf, but it's behind him. Now Garland comes in, bats the puck down with his arm. He'll play it up, back to the blue line, but not quite. Gets intercepted there. And Detroit will now have a 3-on-2 going the other way. Shot to the front of the net. Tolopilo makes a save, and he'll hang on to it. 13:06 left to go in the third period of play. And probably the game, because the Canucks are down 3-0 to Detroit. Despite the fact that they are out shooting them 26-16. Everybody's getting injured, says Donnie Bluebone. That is accurate. Back to the bar. Tolo is greater than Tankinen, says Humongous. Lank the tank. Lank the tank. Yeah, maybe that name is perfect for him then. Lank is Tankinen. Tankinen, Lankinen the Tankinen. Rusty Dusty, Rusty Dusty, Rusty Dusty. Hashtag raw for Dobby. Oh yeah, Dobby loves all the stuff we get for him. We got his favorite treats for him right now. We need the Canucks to score a damn goal so that we can give him a treat. Sorry we beat you, miserable Sabres fans, says Deadly Flames. Major General. Hunter Dobby, Hunter Dobby. Flames were supposed to lose. I don't I doubt the 5 I dropped earlier went out. What was it? 4 of 5 went out. WTF that, Myers. Fame's supposed to win, says Deadly Flames. Yeah, Big Mac. Nobody knows what happens between Tyler Myers' ears. WTF Myers, laugh out loud. Ryan Ventura, I don't want to think about that. Just one goal for the boys to get the spark. Let's see what happens. Yeah, fair enough. One goal can start things, right? Damn rights, Ryan. Neil's on Wheels. Yeah, I love that. That's a good nickname. Neil's on Wheels. The best community, says Van Isle. You rock, Ryan, says Hunter. Cheers to that, says Van Isle. LFG, says Van Isle Beauty. I wonder who's going to be in net for the next game against the Sabres. It's going to be Lankinen again, isn't it? Canucks win a draw in their own zone, but DPD puts it behind the net. Tyler Myers didn't read it, so Rasmussen puts it back to the blue line. Puck in behind the net. Now Detroit puts the puck behind the net again. Comfort puts it back to the blue line. Now a shot towards the front of the net. Deflects wide off the end boards. Picked up there by Neil's big Hoglander. Nice pass out to Ratu. Ratu drops it. Hoglander skates onto it. He turns back on the half boards. Far side passes back for DPD. DPD with a shot to the front of the net. That one deflects wide. Hoglander stiff arms a man to get the puck and gives it back for DPD, who plays it down low for DeBrusk. DeBrusk puts it over for Myers. Myers fakes a slap shot, puts it back for DeBrusk. Now Hoglander puts it out front for DeBrusk, and DeBrusk gets a weak shot on net. Puck rolls out front. Kept in by DPD. He shoots it towards the net, and Gibson will make the save, and the Detroit Red Wings will chop it down the ice, all the way down the ice for 12:15 left to go in the third. Canucks still getting chances, but they can't beat this damn goalie Gibson. Oh, bunch of Canucks just batting at the puck. Can't get to it as it bobbles around in front of the net. Looks like Ratu chopped it, but it gets blocked by a skate. Detroit will clear it all the way down the ice. Icing. Learn the rules. Maybe we need to get them a video copy. Kane tries to shoot it, ends up putting it right into a set of skates, and Detroit will throw the puck out to the neutral zone. They'll get a change now as Hronek will pick it up in his own zone. Starts out, pass across for Hughes. Hughes passes up for Drew O'Connor. Puck gets tipped in. Good hit there on the half boards by Sherwood, but the puck ends up on the boards again. Back to the blue line. Canucks can't keep it in. Detroit will play it out all the way down the ice. Quinn Hughes will slow up. No icing. He'll play it back behind the net for Hronek. Hronek stops up in his own zone. He'll allow his team to change. Big Mac's like, sup, beauty? And then Sensei Deanwise like, I want Quinn to stay for 2 or 3 years at least because I think things will fall into place, sort of like McDavid. Give the Canucks a chance. Yeah, maybe Hughes will give us a chance. Sensei Dean Y. Puck back up the boards to the aforementioned Hughes. Plays it down the boards for Sherwood, who had a hard time with the pass, but ends up getting it anyway. Shot to the front of the net. Puck. Wow. That was one of the quickest whistles I've ever seen. That's insane. Wow. Poor play by the officials on that one. Yeah. Dark Fear shows up and is like, yeah, Gibson, I've heard of him. Oh, yeah, Kane smacked it out of his hand. That's why they're all mad. Okay, fair enough. Kane mucking it up in front of the net. Hit Gibson in the glove. Dark Fear, do you miss Gibson? Or are you just stoked that you guys are good this year? Max, says Van Isle. Pump and dump, baby, says KJ Brazy. I am chilling. Nothing else because, yeah, Armageddon death. Well, we're coming after last place. Carlson can't win the draw. Puck around the boards. Detroit plays in the middle of the zone and they'll skate through the neutral zone. Then they'll dump it in deep. Tolopilo comes up, cues it up for Hughes steps to the outside, now back to the inside. Pass all the way up for Baines. Baines pass to the middle for Sasson, and Sasson throws it towards the net. Gibson makes a shoulder save. Those are some tall-ass shoulders making that save. Thank you, Hunter, says Ryan. What's up, Nothing is Perfect? How's it going, Dark Fear? Nice to see you, my dude. Good pass up to Baines. Baines does well to get it to the middle for Sasson, and Sasson gets a shot, but Gibson, standing tall from his knees, makes a save with his arm, and he'll hang on to it. 10:44 left to go in the third period. Canucks getting chances, up to almost 30 shots now. Thanks, Van Isle, says Ryan. Tolo Mask, yeah, it is fire, isn't it, Ryan? Canucks lose another draw in the offensive zone. Puck down the ice, no icing. Besser moves in. Garland knocks the puck free. Garland now plays the puck out front, but just out of the reach of Kampf. Lucas Raymond through center, dishes the side for Kane. Oh no, that's not Kane. Now they play the puck out, back out in front. But good work there by Kampf to keep that one from getting towards the net. Now Hronek plays it up the boards for Besser, who plays it all the way to the other side for Garland, who starts over the red line, gets in, dish to the side. Kampf gets to the front of the net, tries to dig across and pass it for Besser, but just outside of his reach. Haha, Gary. Prince Khalid, right? Yeah. Is he going to get some inheritance from a prince? Myers gets the puck deep, even though he had a hard time with the puck. Now Ratu can't come up with it. Detroit will flip it out to the neutral zone. DPD picks it up. He skates over the red line, puts it deep, hits his man. You love to see it. Gibson plays around the boards. Canucks pick it up. DeBrus throws it in behind the net. Pass out front, and Ratu gets a good shot off, and Gibson with a glorious save. Oh my goodness. And then Eric Hunter with a $2 dono. Canucks luck. We won't get the first. Yep. Ryan Ventura, Undertaker's brother Kane, greater than Evander Kane, greater than Big Daddy Kane, greater than Patrick Kane. I was never good at math, but you know what? I believe you, Ryan. You seem like an honest guy. Oh my God, what a save by Gibson on Ratu. Holy cow. Thank you for the $2 dono. I appreciate you, Hunter. Black Lab is here. If you ain't first, you're last. Ricky Bobby. Kane versus Kane. Oh yeah, Dark's charged. Ooh, brother, we play you next. Dark Brothers versus each other tomorrow. Ooh, Ducks versus Penguins. Battle of the fouls. I just woke up. 6 a.m. here. Nothing is perfect. Welcome, German. Nice to see you. Bing Tang Warriors here too. Canucks hockey is like a box of chocolates. Laugh out loud, says Hunter. I don't think I'd do better out there, Calvin. Laugh out loud. Can we sign Ryan as our 1C? Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. 10 million for 8 years. Hell yeah. Bing Tang Warrior box of turd truffles. Oh, wow. Humongous. We aren't going to get shut out by a guy with an 869 save percentage, are we? How's another misery team doing, Armageddon Death? Yeah, Buffalo get blown out by deadly flames tonight. Evelyn, Vancouver has gone downhill once Horvat left, to be honest. You might be right. And Armageddon Death was like, it's going to be swell. It's going swell. Thanks for asking, miserable Sabres fan. And then Calvin and Charlie, like, don't do that again, Russ. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. Please don't ever do that tongue motion again, Russ. Oh yeah, this one. 2-0 Tolopilo. I know, right? Trade Quinn. I could do with a cheap jersey. Yeah, fair enough. Trade Quinn Hughes, and then you can get his jersey for cheap. What's with all these stupid passes? Oh. Bing Tang, do you think it would be cheap as JT Miller's jersey, which was $99 or something like that? Or will it still be the same amount because it's Quinn? Nah, they definitely put it down in price. Puck fired around the boards into the wing zone, but the forecheck couldn't come up with the puck. think we got O'Connor now centering Sherwood and Kane. So there's the line blender. Canucks flip the puck down the ice. All the way down the ice, in fact, for a big old icing call. Canucks, I know that you've been playing Valley tonight. Is that because you don't understand how hockey works? Learn the rules. Big Mac, if they can't score, I guess passing it around is the next best thing. Yeah, fair enough. Hoping it will be cheap like Miller. Hunter, any Trekkies in here? If so, what's your thoughts on the new Academy show? Looks like DEI slop to me personally. That's going to be just like every other new Trek show there, Hunter. That's how they're doing these days. My team lost again thanks to Emperor King. Omega Fish, I'm sorry, man. Emperor King is playing well this year. Puck out of play. I didn't even start the clock. 8:13 left to go. I highly doubt it will. Quinn is a franchise player. JT was a bottom six player before he came here, left a top six. Yep. Come on, Canucks, score! Hockey Spirit 583. What's up, Hockey Spirit 583? See, you changed your name. Why do we get goalied most of the time? Because the universe hates us. Puck win a draw. Canucks win a draw. Quinn Hughes. Shot to the front of the net. Gibson makes a save, and he'll dive onto the puck. Brock Besser was right there, but Gibson got to the puck first. Goalie look forward to facing out offense. Yeah. Oh, puck luck. Offense. The Canucks are offensive because they are stinky, because they're offensively, because they stink, because they suck. But maybe they can score right now. Oh, Quinn Hughes was looking for a one-timer, and then Garland took it away from him. Shot to the front of the net. I didn't start the clock again. Oh my God, Russell, learn how to start a clock. It's like 3 times in a row, bro. 7:58 left to go. You got a point there, Gary. The stress-free is nice and enjoy it. Yeah. Trent's just chilling. Canucks win a draw. Puck one timed, ends up going wide behind the net. Besser picks it up, plays it back to the blue line. Shot towards the net. Gibson uses the right pad to deflect it to the side. Puck in Quinn Hughes' skates. Puck ends up going all the way back to the neutral zone. Hronek plays it over for Hughes. Hronek skates onto a pass. Now Garland picks up a drop pass. He'll skate over the blue line. Dishes for Besser. Besser, pass down low in the faceoff circle. Dish to the side. Hronek with a shot. I think it went right off the shoulder of Gibson. Looks like he's favoring that shoulder now. But a great save there by Gibson on a short side shot from Mr. Hronek on a beautiful pass. Looks like he'll stay in, though. He'll shake it off. Former Detroit Red Wing Hronek trying to score. Bing Tang's like, puck out of here. Niels Amon for Jack Finley. I really want that player before I break out. I have a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. Canucks lose another draw in the offensive zone. Puck gets flipped down into the Canucks zone. Not enough for icing, I guess. Gibson looks like he did back in his prime. Not gonna lie, says Evelyn. Yeah, he's been looking good tonight. Hoglander tries to go to the middle. Puck gets knocked off his stick, but he skates to the side, and then he loses it in the corner. Who was that? Was that Marcus Pettersson stepping up to hit someone, and then he got the worst of it? Oh my God, poor Marcus. Detroit takes control, plays it back to the blue line. Sider just keeps it in. Now dumps the puck in, back around behind the net. They'll skate up to the front, pass in the slot, deflects off the backhand, can't get a shot off. Puck into the corner. Hoglander skates there, digs the puck off the boards for a minute, but he gets double teamed. Now Detroit plays it behind the Canucks net. Again behind the net. They're cycling it. Now puck out front, and the puck goes off of a skate just wide at the net. That was scary. Go to your home, puck. Are you too good for your home? Van Riemsdyk shoots the puck high off the glass and out of play. Looking for his second of the night. Remember the good old days when the Canucks would score and we'd all cheered? Michael Chow. I don't remember the Canucks ever scoring a goal. Evelyn's just out here yawning away. And Dobby gets some damn treats. Yeah. Remember when Dobby used to get treats? Good old days, Michael. Like it was yesterday. Laugh out loud. Sensei Dean Wise just like laugh out loud. What a turn by Sherwood. That was meant to be a quick whistle. Yeah. Batteries are going to last forever on my Budweiser goal mug. Kane picks it up, throws it to the front of the net. Sherwood couldn't get the shot off as he was being covered well. Puck back to the blue line. Myers dumps it in deep. Ooh, Kane had his man lined up. Saw him coming at the last second. Now DPD looks to the front of the net, dumps it in behind. Puck in front. Kane with a shot. Gibson makes a save. Puck comes up the boards, ends up in the corner. Now Sherwood plays the puck across the other side, and Myers with a wraparound attempt. And Gibson gets across to make the save. DPD throws it across. Kane with a shot. Gibson makes a save, and then a rebound comes out front. The Canucks just crash the crease, and now the net has come off, so the referee will blow the whistle. The Canucks have done everything but score in this period. 34 shots on goal now. That comment got me sleepy, said Evelyn. BBBB, VGG, TTT, FC, DE, WW. Hey, Russ, who is Dustin going to go off on tonight? Goaltending or coaching or injuries? All of the above. Big Mac. Oh, Kane, you pucking idiot. Definitely Foot. He's going to go off on. I wonder if PD's absence has something to do with with what happened with his wife. Hoping all is good with him. Yeah. No, I don't think it's anything to do with his wife. Donnie, he actually had an MRI today. So he is injured. So he had an MRI today. Puck off, getting goalied every game now. WTF, Sasson. Somehow we are playing like the Oilers. Kane! To be frank, Gibson has always had the Canucks number. Has he? I'm chilling here because I don't need Gibson, so my team don't get scored on. Fair enough. You guys have some good players. Oh yeah, thank you for putting up 7 goals on us, Dark Fear from Fatality Blackhawks. You're welcome, says Dark Fear. Hunter. Citizen Kane, says Michael Chow. Bobby's like, Hunter. And then Evelyn's like, I predict the Penguins winning against the Ducks tomorrow. Ooh. So Dark Charge will defeat Dark Fear, eh? I don't feel sorry for Undertaker's. I feel sorry for Undertaker's and Kane's mom. Laugh out loud. Laugh out loud. Big Daddy Kane. Nothing is getting past Gibson. Out goalie tonight. Elite reference. Connor, go show them how it's done. Laugh out loud. No focus. We have so many grade A chances tonight. I'm saying Ducks win tomorrow. Any good team we put up a fight against as Dark Fear to Evelyn. Canucks have pulled the goalie with 5 minutes left. So that's pretty wild. Going 6-on-5. Now they're picking up the puck behind their own net. Quinn Hughes skates out. Puck up the boards. Chopped in by DeBrusque. Puck around the boards. Gets by Hronek. Picked up by Garland. He'll play it. Ends up going all the way around the boards. Back to DeBrusque. He misses the chop. Now Detroit chops it up the boards. Kept in by Quinn Hughes. He'll have to retreat back to center. And he is being watched closely by someone. Oh no. Garland loses the puck at center. Detroit takes a shot at the empty net. And they score. Dylan Larkin from center ice throws the puck into the empty net because Garland and Hughes screwed up in the neutral zone and gave the puck right back. And now it's 4-0 for Detroit, for anyone who's keeping count. Dude, Hoglander is always making things happen. Yep. Why is Comp on the ice? Why in God's green earth, when you're going 6-on-5, do you have David Comp on the ice? Undertaker and Kane were on Raw. Big Daddy Kane had a song called Raw. Like the Canucks have got a slashing call now with 4:20 left to go in the third period of play. Gibson is taking the piss. He caught that with his armpit. Yep. Brian Ventura. It's crazy the Undertaker and Kane's dad is Paul Bearer. Is Paul Bearer? I know, right? Because Paul Bearer is so short. Yeah. 5'4", right? He's skating like he's on a walking cane. And both of those guys were like 7 feet. Yeah. Laughing and crying. You are absolutely right. Right, Ryan. He's like Trey Bizarre. Michael, their mom did it raw to have them both on Raw. Laugh out loud. All right. Detroit has the power play now. I think this is their first one of the game. Up 4-0. Canucks have 35 shots and no goals. Puck back to the blue line. Detroit bobbles it in the feet. Down the boards. Trying to pass it out front. Tyler Myers blocks that one. He can't clear the puck out though. And then Comp chops it to the side. He'll pick it up now. Canucks might pull the goalie to go 5-on-5, but at this point, I probably doubt it. Canucks get the puck deep. Comp pins it to the boards. Now he plays the puck out front, and Sherwood gets a shot off, and that one goes off of Gibson and wide. Calvin and Charlie, they're earning well. They should know how to score themselves. Laugh out loud. And then Ryan's just like, laugh out loud. Shot by King goes over the net. Puck down low for him. Now he'll throw it into the slot, but nobody's there. The Wings are now bringing in. Looks like the Wings were trying to fight one of the Canucks, and they weren't having any of it. Now the Wings play it down the boards, in behind the net. Ooh, what a save by Tolopilo. Holy cow. Pass out front. Man all alone. Got a quick shot off, and Tolopilo makes the save. Now Drew O'Connor gets a hard hit. Boys are just chopping at each other now, apparently. 35 seconds left to go on the power play. Detroit puts the puck in. Now they get it deep. Puck back to the blue line. Now down the boards, near side, back to the blue line. Try to go across, but Ratchet got his foot in the way, and the puck deflects out to center ice. Connor Girl, hey Russ, do you want me on your post-game chat with Dusty? I can't have you guys both on at the same time. But how about I'm going to bring you on. I'm going to bring you on right when the game ends for a quick sec, eh? Yeah, I can't use Discord and I can't have both of you on at the same time, unfortunately. Holding penalty? Huh. So who's going to the box? Max Sasson. So we'll just reset the clock so Detroit can get their second power play of the game. At least, see this hit. Sherwood with a huge hit on Raymond. Oh, he might have caught a piece of that jaw. And Raymond goes down like a sack of hammers. Swear jar. Michael Chow, if the Canucks get McKenna, they should give him number 11 so he can wash away the stench of the mistake for the club. No, they retired that number because one of our players on our original team, Wayne Mackey, wore number 11 and then got cancer. And when he passed away, they retired it. And then Messier came back and demanded it because he's an absolute piece of trash human being. So I would prefer for it to stay retired. Great looking forward to this. Great looking forward to it at this point. I'll give up on the season, Jimmy Meyer. Even Dobby couldn't score a goal for the Vancouver Canucks. Oh, wow. They're really just slowing this game down now. So Detroit just took a tripping call. There's 1:34 left to go. Tough game tonight. Yeah. Deputy Donuts here. What's up? Defense claps. Defense claps. Russ, is Jet Wu pending to see if anyone wants him? I hope no team takes him. I'd be very sad. Yeah, me too. Yeah, he's on waivers. We'll talk about that with Dustin. I mean, Russell, I want to beat your team because of the 2019 Stanley Cup. You beat us. Yeah. Well, at least one Russell could beat you because my team couldn't. Any waiver claim on Jet Wu should include a free psychological evaluation on that GM if he claims him. Pedersen, DPD, shot to the net, deflects wide. Got 4-on-4 now. Tom Vilander skates to the top of the slot with a shot. Blocker saved by Gibson. Canucks take the puck back in their own zone. DPD plays across his own zone for Vilander. Vilander over his own blue line. He skates over center now. He'll turn back. He'll pass over for Marcus Pedersen, who drops the puck for Drew O'Connor, who bobbles the puck at the blue line. Detroit will take it back. What's up, Wild is Life? Nice to see ya. Emperor King is here. He's chilling. Red pill unlocked. They have tried. Yep. It's not like they didn't try. What's up with Lanks? We let the wrong goalie walk? Yep. Oh, we want Shelovs back. Wolverine looking at a picture of Shelovs now. Yep. Daniel in the chat. Canucks helping Dobby lose weight. Yeah. Daniel, you're right. Forbert used to be a $9 million player. What? Carlson. Pass across. Shot to the front of the net. That one deflects wide. Kept in by Sasson. He comes out of the box. Canucks are on the power play now. Tyler Myers with a shot to the front of the net. That one gets blocked. Now they put the puck back and they run out of time. That's it. That's all, kids. The game is over. That is the final score. Okay. Oh yeah, Connor's already in. Looking as sad as everyone else is probably looking right now. Oh, mercy me. Close this here. All right, let's bring him on. What's up, Connor Kale? How you doing, brother? Connor, I'm gonna stop you. I'm struggling to hear you right now.
Yeah, sorry. I'm hoping like you can hear me properly now.
Yeah, perfect.
Sorry, I'll just repeat it again. The team as a whole is epitomized right here in this game tonight. You know, some potential going forward, but they are just so toothless up front, and their incompetence at the back is just something you could write a script on. Ridiculous, but
Well, who out of the because the thing is that the Canucks looked like lots of offensive chances, but then as soon as the puck gets in their own zone, they look like they're having a fire drill.
I just don't understand it, man. Like the confidence they have going forward, like they did tonight, was certainly miles better than they did against the Rangers, against the Devils. They basically outplayed the Red Wings, but for me, without question, I think this really goes back to Quinn Hughes as captain. As from a defensive point of view, I just don't see him leading by example at all. And in fact, I don't see any leaders right now in defense. And I'm sure probably Dustin will probably bring it up in his analysis when you chat with him. But Tyler Myers needs to get out of Vancouver. I am just so fed up with his errors and his inability. Every time he has the puck, I'm freaking out. He won't give it away, and he did give it away a good 3 or 4 times tonight.
What did you think about the new line combinations that Foot came up with in the third period?
Like what I saw with the new line. So because I was sitting pretty high up in the upper bowl, I wasn't quite able to see the players that were on the ice going forward. But, certainly, I mean, I think I did, at one stage I saw the Abbey line. I think I saw Carlson on the ice, Linus Carlson. I can't remember who was, trying to remember who was playing with him up front. For me, definitely, well, at one stage I saw the Abbey line on the ice. And they were pretty good, I have to say. I just think, quite frankly, nothing was getting past John Gibson. It's amazing how mediocre he was in Anaheim, and to revitalize his career the way he has in Detroit is pretty good. It's good on him. Good on him, I'd say.
So, are we happy then, theoretically, because the Canucks still played a good game, but still came up with a loss? So we're still on Team Tank, even though they looked pretty good doing it?
To me, Russ, there's no doubt about it. With the way they played tonight, it just comes down to one simple thing. And I'm sure Dustin will bring it up himself. Adam Bush is out of his depth. He is not NHL caliber level as a head coach. And it's pretty apparent, his lack of experience, as Dustin touched on before, is really key. That's exactly why they need a coach who has been there, done it with teams to playoffs. Pete DeBoer, why the hell they haven't gone after him, I have no idea. Because whatever anyone says about him, he knows how to get a team far and how to make a team look good. They got to go out for him, man. And that's just my thoughts on that.
So does Adam Foote get fired before Bluger gets back in the lineup?
No, I'd say Foote is probably going to stay on for another little bit, I'd say. But even he must know his he just doesn't have what it takes. He just doesn't know how to pick lines. And from a defensive point of view, again, there's no confidence in their play. And not to mention all these little ridiculous, plays that these little skill moves that they do in dangerous parts of the ice, like Garland's in under the net. Like, that is so unnecessary, because as soon as he gave it up, Detroit was only one, and it was a game over. Those moments are just so unnecessary, and they really need to just wake up, because as they demonstrated going forward, there's something there, but they're just holding themselves back with just their incompetence. And as I've made it clear many times, their control is shocking. That's kind of my thoughts on that.
Connor, I appreciate you taking time out of your night on a disappointing loss to the Detroit Red Wings to come and join us. But remember, you still have us to cry with, so don't feel too bad, all right? All right, brother. We'll talk again soon. Enjoy the rest of the night.
Go stop, and enjoy.
Cheers, brother. Oh, Connor Cahill stopping by. You love to see it. Even after a tough loss, still has some good points. Our favorite Irishman. All right, let's quickly fix this thing up. Get it ready for Dustin Boydell. Get him on the line. I didn't think it was possible for someone to look more disappointed than Connor Cahill, but here we are. Dustin Boydell.
I know chat wants me to crash out and lose my mind, and I mean, we got 39 shots on net. What do you want to say? Like, DeBrusque hit a post, had a couple of really good chances, just couldn't buy one tonight. Gibson just played a really stellar game. It was a boring game. Like, no real feeling to it until the end when Sherwood high hit on Raymond, let's be honest, got away with one. Maybe fined for that one. Who knows? with George Peros these days. I actually saw an interesting thing in chat there that yeah, Foot probably does stick around for this whole year, gets fired, and then Manny leads the charge from there. Also, Hughes not out there at the end of the game. That's a I don't even want to think about what kind of red flag that is. After all the chatter we've heard today, I think that was my least liked part of it. Was in the 4-on-4, there was no 43 out there, and I know that like the game is pretty much out of reach, but oh man, it's tough. We're in a tough place right now, man. And like I read that Biz was talking, like Biz Nasty, talking on TNT that apparently he's heard that Rutherford has carte blanche to either rebuild or not. It's on him. And so whatever Rutherford chooses to do, he's apparently been told from Aquilini himself. And this is like, Bissonnette has some pretty reliable sources in the NHL. I mean, he was the first one to kind of report the turmoil between JT Miller and Elias Pettersson. So, yeah, man, I don't know where the hell we're going from here. I really need to see Foot's post-game press conference because this one's really hard to dissect. Like we talked about in the intermission, these guys are working hard. They're just not put in the right position. I mean, yeah, Lankinen let in 3 goals again, but did he really have a freaking chance on any of them? Like, MP29 had just a god-awful game. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, the first goal and the third goal just looks like a lost fish out there in the defensive end. And that's a veteran defender, like a veteran stay-at-home defenseman who's known for not making those kinds of, just positional errors. And to me, when you see that sort of stuff happening with veterans and we're just struggling to get grade A chances again, 5-on-5. I mean, although tonight arguably was one of our better 5-on-5 games, we just couldn't bury. And that comes down to the skill on the team. So on one hand, you have to hold Alvin and Rutherford accountable for the roster that we have. And on the other hand, you have to hold Foot accountable for being an inexperienced coach and not knowing how to manage his assets appropriately. And I think the most frustrating part about Foot is when he talks to the media and when he speaks, he sounds like he knows what he's doing and like he wants to do the right things. Has he been told to do certain things? Is he relying too heavily on assistant coaches who he thinks are more experienced in offense and defense? I don't know. Right? Like, I wish we were inside the room to know. I wish we had a better inside insight into what's going on, but it's a very strange year for the Vancouver Canucks. In my history as a fan, have never seen this kind of just confusion and lack of direction or identity in the club. It's very new territory for everyone. And I think that's why everyone is kind of uneasy, nervous, wanting something to happen, because this team isn't going anywhere with the current makeup, whether that's coaching or roster. So something has to change. And there's only so long until you kind of run out of time or the change isn't going to be effective whatsoever for this year. So obviously you can't come out in public and say you're going to tank. I mean, it's against the rules to purposely lose games. And Rutherford is a very smart guy. Maybe he's inadvertently tanking this team to get at least a third overall draft pick. Like, it's a very deep draft. Maybe he's seeing that Verhoff kid and what he has done to move up the draft rankings and going, maybe we do move Quinn. If we get a pick in the top 3 and we want Verhoff, we trade up and make sure we get him. I don't know. Maybe that's the plan. I mean, Verhoff would look really good on the left side. He's, arguably a bigger bodied, same skill set as Quinn Hughes, but he's bigger and more physical. So do you take that as a Canucks fan, or do you continue down this path with unknown of, is he going to sign? Is he going to sign? Is he not going to sign? Are we going to trade him? Are we going to keep him? I mean, when you look at this game, Hughes is our captain. He needs to get the guys the offense, right? Like, is that not his job to drag everyone into the fight? Throw a big hit, score a big goal, do something. You got 5 shots on net, great. But at the end of the day, the team lost and you're the captain. What is the answer? You need to do more. And if that's, relying more on your team, or I don't know. I don't know. I'm very curious to see this post-game press stuff, because I mean, I can't see them happy with losing, but I mean, obviously Foot's going to be happy with the effort and getting 39 shots on net, right? Like, he loves to sugarcoat everything. But at the end of the day, losses are losses, and we want to see some wins, and we want to see a little bit more skill, right? It's just I don't know. I'm kind of at the point where I wouldn't be too upset to see Quinn go. And I hate to say that as a Canucks fan, but as someone who's analyzing body language and attitude, on hockey clubs that I'm fans of, there aren't players with egos that put themselves above the team. The teams that I'm a fan of, have a balanced leadership group. They have a glue guy. There's camaraderie. They have fun out on the ice. And you can just see that there's a different level in some locker rooms than we have in Vancouver. And I don't know what the answer is to change that. I think there was a downward spiral started way back when Tyler Toffoli and Chris Tanev were not signed as free agents. I think was the beginning of the end of this locker room, and the lack of proper veteran leadership. And then the next step was trading Bo Horvat. Well, signing Miller to a long-term contract before Bo Horvat, when everyone was like, oh, Horvat's contract is up. He's got 3 30-goal seasons in a row. Let's give him some money. And then everyone goes, oh, no, he wants $8 million. We can't pay him that. I know the big thing with Horvat was he seemed like he didn't drag the team into the fight, but look at the teams that he was kind of saddled with as a captain. Was that team really going to get into the fight if he dragged them there? I mean, he's the epitome of consistency. Even when he was scorned by being the captain and having Miller signed ahead of him, he scored 28 goals before they traded him. It wasn't like he gave up. He never once gave up on the team. And with the body language that we see from Quinn Hughes giving up on plays, like, if you're a winner, you don't give up. You don't show that kind of frustration. You channel your frustration into scoring a big goal or making a big hit or finding some way to fire your team up. Not dragging your feet, slamming your stick, whining, and being mopey. That's stuff we saw with JT Miller, and it's putting yourself above the team, and it's selfish, egotistical behavior, and I have no time for it. If that's how he wants to carry himself, and if he wants to think he's that much better than everyone else, then he's got to prove it. Put your money where your mouth is and where your attitude is, and show me on the ice. That's the difference between certain players. Like when you look at Sidney Crosby or you look at guys like that, like they don't show that body language ever on the ice. There's no quit. There's whistle to whistle, horn to horn. That puck drops. It is balls to the wall, 100% effort to win, 100% effort for your team. I don't know how they fix this. It's losing guys like Toffoli, Tanev, Horvat, Zadorov. They don't have a glue guy. You know, I saw earlier this week James Duthie talking about Brady Tkachuk and the story about him sawing Claude Giroux's sticks just because they used to like to prank each other. And then, you know, it happens that the sticks ended up in a game because Brady completely blanked about even sawing the little notches in the sticks, and 2 sticks broke in a row on a power play, and Giroux was losing his mind, and he started blaming Braden Shen on the other team because they had played together in Philadelphia. And then finally Tkachuk clued in and went, oh my God, it was me. And he told Giroux it was him after the game because they won. It's like, you probably don't see that stuff happening with the Canucks. Like, I don't see anyone being a prankster.
Brady Tkachuk had 4 points that night too.
Exactly. But like, it's just, that's kind of a captain, keeping it light, keeping it fun, pranking your teammates. Like, yeah, if they lost, it would have been a big deal, but he forgot, right? It's just like, that's kind of Tkachuk. He's a blockhead, whatever, but at least he's trying to have some fun, keeping it light. Like, you see these teams going out for big team dinners regularly. When was the last time you heard the Canucks going out as a group and doing something that wasn't like mandated to go to the BC Children's Hospital or something like that? And, you know, public outings, our captain pretty much hasn't been to any of them. So, man, I'm getting to that weird apathy point where I just don't care.
All right. Calvin and Charlie. Hey, Dustin, can you play some notes on the guitar for us?
I can't tonight because Oliver's in bed, but one of these nights when Oliver is at his mom's, we'll maybe play a little ditty post game just to cheer everything up, because Lord knows we're having a hard time dissecting this hockey team.
Well, this is not going to cheer everyone up, but I'm going to show you anyways. Vancouver Canucks are officially dead last when it comes to point percentages again. They lost tonight, so they do have 25 points, so they are technically in 31st. However, they are at .417, so they are now officially dead last in the league when it comes to point percentage. So Team Tank won tonight. And then the next one I'm going to show you is Quinn Hughes. And if there's anything that Quinn Hughes can do, it is put pucks in the net and set people up to put pucks in the net. However, here is his stat line for the last 6 games. Oh, no, sorry, 5 games. He's now gone 5 entire games against San Jose, LA, Colorado, Utah, and Minnesota without a single point in any of those games. Right? Playing 25 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 28 minutes. And he doesn't have a single damn point. And then the last point that I will make is I just checked, and Quinn Hughes, I can confirm, did not play another shift after the empty net goal was scored on the Vancouver Canucks tonight. I don't know if that's because he was already at 25 minutes for the night, which he did hit 25 minutes tonight, even though he didn't play the last 5 minutes of the night. But I just also don't see Mr. Foote taking Quinn Hughes out of the game, because it doesn't seem like he can control him, because he needs to be tamed, apparently. So that tells me that there might be something wrong with Mr. Quinn Hughes. But again, we'll have to wait and see for Foote's post game. And I think the next thing I'll talk about, this might be the most angry 3 stars I've ever seen Shorty put in. So who are the 3 stars?
Well, I mean, you got to give John Gibson the first star. 39 saves, shutout victory. That's absolutely number 1. Number 2, I'm probably giving to Sandin Pellikka for his 2 assists. And then number 3, I mean, I guess you give to James Van Riemsdyk for the game-winning goal, right?
Exactly. And I can
That's
tell
that's how you pick 3 stars for a hockey game. No matter if it's a win or a loss, that's how you pick 3 stars. Don't need to look. This is how we do it.
Cue the song. This is how we do it. Yeah.
And yes, Connor, I do agree. I see your question there. I do agree. Hughes does not lead by example defensively. It's never been his strong suit. However, when he's getting the amount of ice time that he is getting, he needs to. And so that's something that he needs to take a step back and focus on.
It's hard to give Quinn Hughes trouble about 2-on-1s when you see Marcus Pettersson play it so badly. But, I mean, Marcus Pettersson knows how to play a 2-on-1 most of the time. Quinn Hughes, I don't think in his entire tenure as a Vancouver Canuck, I don't think he's ever played a 2-on-1 properly. And you know why that is? Because the sample size is so small. Because generally when there's a 2-on-1, it's a result of him being up the ice playing as a forward.
Yeah, it's usually Hronik being back.
And Hronik is very good at 2-on-1s because he's facing them constantly, just like me and Dustin playing as a defensive pair. Dustin got really good at 2-on-1s because he was always covering for me because I had fallen behind the net on the other side of the surface.
Yeah. It got to the point where even opposing teams would be frustrated to come on a 2-on-1 with me because I'd stop too many of them.
We had a good goalie too. That guy, he knew exactly what you were gonna do. Our old goaltender Andrew, and he knew exactly what was going on. You guys had probably almost more synergy than me and you did a lot of the time because he was almost like your partner back there.
Well, yeah, we spent a lot of time together.
Oh my God. So in the poll question today, where do you stand on Quinn Hughes these days? Trade for futures, got to keep our best player, trade for roster players, or uncontrollable crying and laughing? Which one did you vote for?
I think right now it's just uncontrollable crying and laughing because I can't believe we gotten to this point. I really can't. There's so many things that they could have done to prevent this from getting so bad that it blows my mind. They're in a spot where they can't afford to trade for only prospects or futures, like in draft picks, because those are such maybes. We're already a depleted club as it is because of the way, the dead cap that we're carrying, the number of bottom 6 forwards in skill that we have signed as top 6 guys, really does a number on your cap. And I just don't know, nor can I see what the path forward is. And that's tough. Ending last year, I was pretty sure what the path forward was going to be. And 2 of those 3 things happened. Bluger, they held on to. I thought he was going to be dealt as well, but obviously good that they didn't because of this situation down the middle. But again, you would love to fix it through trades, but you need partners to do that. The easiest way to rebuild is to just get a high draft pick and hope that the prospects that you drafted this year are ready to go. I mean, Coots has played his butt off to be invited to the World Junior camp. So one of 27 players invited to that. So kudos to him. Still playing on not a great Seattle team, but pretty much leading the charge offensively there, which is very positive news. On honestly, to the point I'm surprised the Canucks haven't tried to call him up on an emergency basis. But again, I'm sure we'll see him at the end of the year when his season is over, playing a few more games down the stretch. But as for right now, man, yeah, you could maybe move Sherwood to a Stanley Cup contender for a first round draft pick, but then that, could be a 25th to 30th to 32nd pick in the first round, and could be a big maybe. And I'm man, we're in a tough spot. We're handcuffed. We're backed into a corner, which is never a good position to be trading from. But at the same time, have to hold steady until the right deal comes along, because it's not like, well, I say that, but I also have to be realistic and just kind of, prep Canucks fans out there. Like, Sherwood on any other team is a third line player. He's a third line winger. And you have to be realistic in your expectation of what you're going to get in return for a third line winger. Just because he plays as a top 6 forward on this team and has elevated his game because of the ice time that he's been getting doesn't mean that we're going to get that type of asset offered in return. So, if Sherwood ends up getting traded for, a young prospect and like a second round pick, don't be surprised. If he doesn't necessarily get a first round pick, like we think, we tend to overvalue our prospect, our assets. And I think we're at risk of doing that heavily as fans with Sherwood and being disappointed with the return. But you have to be realistic about where these guys are going and what the type of team they're being traded onto is and where they are at in their competitiveness.
I feel like I am in Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and I'm standing there with King Arthur, and we're looking up at the Canucks. We're like, I don't want to go there. That's a silly place. So let's move on to the Abbotsford Canucks. We'll start off with the news of the day. Jet who?
Jet woo!
Has been placed on waivers. So that is for the purpose of getting him down. So technically he could be selected by another team. I can't see that happening, but it is the Canucks, so who knows. But as long as he clears waivers, he will be assigned to the Abbotsford Canucks. Will be a big boost for them because they need it for that penalty kill, because it has been trash lately.
Yeah, it will be great to get that veteran presence back there on the blue line for sure in Abbotsford. Yeah, I don't see him getting picked up. He's basically a career AHLer. Just a necessary move, because when you're injured in the preseason, you cannot go down or be sent down until you are healthy. So that is, unfortunately, Wu is one of those older contracts that will require waivers when they go down. So hopefully he's good to go and gets into a couple practices, and then we see him very soon in that Abbotsford lineup, mentoring those young defensemen we have down there.
Let's just quickly go through. I mean, there's not a lot to talk about for the Canucks versus the Abbotsford Canucks versus the Coachella Valley Firebirds. We already talked about the game that was on Saturday. So we'll talk about the game that happened on Sunday. It was that quick turnaround to the 4:00 start over there at Rogers Forum. Can you tell me a little bit about what happened between these two teams?
Well, this one was a interesting one. The Abbotsford Canucks, no scoring in the first period, but Abbotsford did outshoot Coachella Valley 9-5. Second period, Ben Berard getting his 6th of the season. He's been growing well down there and developing nicely, which is good to see. Niels Oman and Mackenzie McEachran getting the assists on that one. And then a little bit of trouble when they get a power play. Jaeger Furcus gets a tripping penalty, 4:33 into the second period. However, it would not result in a power play goal. Unfortunately, giving up a rare shorthanded goal because the Abbey Canucks power play has actually been their strongest point pretty much of the season. They give up a shorthanded goal to J.R. Avon to make it 1-1. That would go into the third, tied, and in the third period, Coachella would score 15 minutes in with about 5 minutes left in the game. Ben Myers getting his 9th of the season. But Aku Koskinbuo would take a third star in this one, stopping 25 of 27 shots against. So some good play by him as well. 2 good games by the Abbey Canucks goalies in a row. Patera the game before stopping 42, I think, of 45, and losing in the shootout. So some good stuff from the Canucks, fighting hard, trying to stay in these games. Obviously, offense is a struggle for them. They rely heavily on defense and goaltending. Jet Wu coming back will help. Obviously, with Höglander getting healthy and hopefully Pettersson coming back very shortly, there will be other moves made. Likely Baines or someone going on waivers will have to be sent down. Maybe even Reichel sent down because I doubt they're getting many trade offers for him right now. We'll just have to wait and see how things go. But Abbotsford Canucks, unfortunately, losing another one. 2-1 to Coachella Valley. And that one win was the lone bright spot in the week for these Abbotsford Canucks so far.
Yeah. The other quick thing I'll mention about the Abbey Canucks, they actually sent Ty Young down to Kalamazoo as well, so he'll be assigned to the ECHL affiliate, so he'll be down there with Lemieux, our other goaltender, down there. So that probably is the result of Demko maybe returning quickly. So there's at least some good news there as the shift.
Well, we did hear, that Demko may return on Thursday. And also Ty Young not having a great sophomore pro season. 0-8 in his starts in Abbotsford this year. Granted, the defense in front of him and the scoring support has not been good in the games that he played. However, he also has not had his best stuff and has looked a lot shakier than he did last year. So maybe needs to go back down to the ECHL, gain some confidence playing in those games. As the Abbey Canucks get healthier, maybe we see him back later in the year. But for now, he's back down with those Kalamazoo Wings to get some better starts in.
Got a couple days off for the Vancouver Canucks. They won't play again until Thursday, like you said, playing against our cousin team, the Miserable Sabres, as our local Sabres fan calls himself. A team that's, been shit for almost 60 years too, but also has been struggling a lot this year. Up and down. Who knows?
But does score a lot of goals.
Yeah.
They give up a lot of goals, but they score a lot, so
we're expecting a high-scoring game then?
Well, for Sabres, baby. Unless Demko's back. Demko's back, who knows, right? Demko's back. If Petey's back, I mean, suddenly we have a pretty healthy lineup. So I don't know what we see. We will have to wait until then, but I believe the reason there's a 2-day break is there's probably the Dice and Ice Gala is right around this time every year. So I would imagine that's coming up either tomorrow night or the night after.
And then the Abbey Canucks are back in action not until Saturday, December 13th. So they've got quite a break after playing 4 games last week, which is very uncommon for the AHL. So they won't be playing again. They'll be going out to Calgary this time. And for anyone who saw the interview with Brandon Astle, the Canucks versus the Calgary Wranglers, they're like 50-50 for the entire time they've been playing against each other. So the Canucks will probably win one and lose one out there in Calgary on the Saturday and the Sunday.
Yep. Sounds about right.
And then pretty sure that I think we might be doing like I'm calling it an Oreo stream for the Saturday because the Canucks that day are playing, the Vancouver Canucks, I should say, on December the 14th, are playing at 9:30 a.m. against the Devils. And then the Abbotsford Canucks are playing at 3 p.m. So my plan is I'm going to be live for the entire 9 hours because I'm crazy. So we're going to do the Devils game. We're going to do some Chell. And then we're going to do some Calgary Wranglers hockey. I didn't ask you about this for the Calgary Wranglers game. Did you want to do the play-by-play? Are you around for that day for that?
Is that this Saturday coming up?
It's Sunday, December 14th.
Sunday, December 14th. I'll have to double check my schedule. I'll get back to you via Messenger, but I think I am available.
Cool. Dustin, is there anything you want to say to chat before I let you go?
Oh, hang in there, guys. It's the calm before the storm. There will be changes coming for this team. This cannot go on forever. I mean, if it continues and we don't see changes happening before Christmas, then it's pretty clear that the goal is to tank for this season. So we just need to buckle in and take what we get and just kind of ride it out. But as for right now, we will just be confident that the goal is to still stay competitive. And we will see you all on Thursday night. Thank you, as always, for your questions and the continued support. Mods out there, thanks for keeping an eye on chat, and Major Tau and Eric Hunter for your generous support of the stream, as always, throwing out the gifted memberships and stuff like that. Just an overall thank you, as always. Just super grateful for and appreciative for everyone. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see y'all Thursday night.
Dustin, enjoy your days off. Talk again on Thursday, brother.
Sounds good, my dude.
Dustin Boydell, the Silver Fox, stopping by. As always, giving us all the good information. Okay, let's finish up this poll question now that we're at the end. Click the button there, and yeah, there it goes. It pops up. So, where do you stand on Quinn Hughes these days? Trade him for futures, 41%. Got to keep our best player, 31%. Uncontrollable crying / laughing, 25%. And trade him for roster players. So only 3% of you wanted to trade him for roster players. So the vast majority are looking at this as a team tank year. And that means we want to trade for futures. Ryan Ventura, thanks for being here, my dude. I appreciate you very much hanging out in chat and doing the interview. And we'll chat again on Thursday, my guy, live from Rogers Arena. Be awesome to see you there. Ryan Ventura, the legend. Let's quickly have a look at funding as well, fan funding. You guys are still generous, even though the Canucks are trash. First one coming out was Major General, $2 dono. How about a couple more goals from the D? Yeah, it would be nice. Yep. 5 gifted memberships coming in from Hunter. You'll love to see that. Thank you very much, Hunter. Another gifted membership coming in from Major General. And then he also donates $2 to Let's Apologize to the Hockey Gods. I tried that. It did not work. They did not listen to my prayer. And then he donates $1 into the swear jar. So his prayer didn't work at all either, I don't think. Big Mac donates $2. $2 for the jar for my fluent French. Yep. Big Mac also getting in on the swearing. And then Hunter with a $3 dono. Best group chat ever. Yeah, we love this chat. We got the best community here on Nothing is Perfect. Thank you very much, Hunter, for the $3 dono. And then Major General with another gift of membership. And then Hunter with a $20 dono to say thanks for sharing with us, Ryan. So thank you very much, Hunter, for another very generous $20. And then he donates Canucks luck. We won't get the first. Yep, correct. I agree with you on that one. $2 dono. Thank you very much, Hunter. I appreciate you, my dude. And that's why you are up here. And that's why Major General is here, because you guys are the 2 most generous members of this chat. All right. Put this back here. Get more chat in. There we go. Japan 4 thinks EP40 is rubbed off on Hughes. That sounds like an HR issue. I think Knuckhead is busy with school or college. I think it was. That's why his videos are every week. Yeah. Knuckhead was on? No, we didn't have Knuckhead. We had Knuck memes on. Injuries left, right, and center. Yeah, especially at center. Laughing so I don't cry. I'm laughing so I don't sob. I'm laughing. Oh my God. All right. Is that Q11's years since day one? What does that mean? Q11? Japan 4. Well, we all know the retooling isn't going to work, but it will probably take ownership another 15 years to realize that we're doomed. People's is like, yes. Dusty, can you sing Sakura Sakura? I don't know. Maybe he can. We'll get him to sing for you guys once his kid's not sleeping. Remember when JT stole Shilov's shirt? Yep. Did he post-game? Serenade us, Dusty. Justin, could you sing for us? Rusty, Dusty, Rusty, Dusty, Rusty, Dusty. Reapers of the Devils, we'll take him from you guys. Nothing is perfect. You have to give us something good back, though. We can't give them to you for free. No, says People's First. Have a good one, says Deputy Donut. Thanks for being here, my dude. Always good to see you, Mr. Donut. Quinn goal is not Vancouver. Yeah. Get him out of here, says Van Isle. Imagine our captain not wanting to be here. No, I want Quinn to stay. Vancouver Canucks. I'm wearing a Quinn jersey. Just like our Prime Minister. Is Quinn Hughes dating Katy Perry? No, Justin Trudeau is dating Katy Perry. Take his C. Yeah. Just rip her right off his chest at center ice. Shouldn't Larkin be second star? He got the empty net goal. I mean, you probably could have made him second star, but it's kind of you get the shutout for the goaltender, so he's first star. You got the 2 assists for the goals for Sand and Pelika, and then you got the game winner goal, right? So that's pretty much the standard 3 stars. Do we think we need a new coach? I do. Relax with the flexing on us, Dusty. Laugh out loud. Sign, Dusty. We need star win, and I'm going to cry, and I agree with you, Dustin. Remember when we were so deep, Garland was a third liner? Yes! Remember those days. Cooch will save us, says KJ Brazy. Put some respect on Sherwood's name. They're asking for a solid roster player and a first for Sherwood. Yep. Before they ask only for a second. Yeah. Jet. Woo! Says KJ Brazy. German Canucks. I literally thought Sherwood was Dustin's brother. Quinn looks upset, and I'm going to cry. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Das ist nicht gut. Das ist nicht sehr gut. Crying. People's First is crying. Don't cry. Holy fuck, it's super warm tonight. Where is it warm? Reapers Devils. I mean, he wants to play with his brothers. I don't know. This is Deputy Donut. Miserable Sabres. I'm not going to be here to watch Sabres versus Canucks because I already know what is going to happen. So yeah, us cousins help cousin team out. If you can help us out, that would be great. But you'll probably beat us. I am cry. Grilled cheese. Deadly Flames. Russell Bleeding Blues. Blues spot. KJ Brazy makes me sad. A Sabres fan can relate. Yep. Castle Siege is here, and he's just like, goat. He's got the goat out. Calvin and Charlie, Russ laughing and crying. I am sad, says People's First Yukon. You're crying. Don't cry, People's First. It's going to be okay. There's always another game to watch. Tell me something new with this team. With my team or your team? I think your team's going to beat our team. Another loss coming up. Yep, that's what Bing Tang Warrior thinks too. I want to be Sabres and Oilers fan now. I don't know if you want to be a Sabres fan right now. You can have our spot. I mean, it's not like we can win Deadly Flames, says Russell Bleeding Blues. 6'7", 6'7". Abby plays on my birthday. Laugh out loud, says Calvin 99 Charlie. What's your birthday, bro? Abused spouses. Us future Devil players. Yep. Oh, can you imagine having 3 Hughes on your team? All of us. W Rusty and Dusty show. Miserable Sabres fan. So you're more miserable than me? Have a good night. We win against you, Russell Bleeding Blues. Yep. I'm happy Wild won tonight after our loss. Yep, you did. And Fisherman's just still chilling too. I'm gonna wait till the next stream, Russell. You should have a sleep. Evelyn, go to sleep. Dark Fear Ducks, you can beat us. Says Dark Fear Pang or Dark Charge. This is true. Miserable Sabres fan and Armageddon Death. We all have something in common. Yep. Midnight Solar knows too. Have a good one, Russell. Nice to see you, Emperor King. And then Ruther Sharky, save a spot for us, Emperor King. Super warm for Calvin is probably like -5. Yeah. And Emperor King's like, it's -16 in Ottawa. This team makes me want to chin. It's 1 degree and no wind chill. It's very calm. My team can't win either, says Dr. Doom. Correct. Bastards trying to starve Dobby. Oh, it is true. All right, guys. We're going to be live again on Thursday. Oh, no. We're going to be live again tomorrow. What am I talking about? We're live tomorrow for the Be a Pro stream. So we'll be trying to become the Canucks second line center. At this point, I guess we're trying to become the Canucks first line center. So, and James T. Kirk is like, welcome to the no win scenario. Yeah, super cold. Laughing and crying, says KJ. All right, guys. Live again tomorrow. We're going to do the Be a Pro stream. So we're going to be playing some Chell and trying to become the Canucks second line center. It's going to be lots of fun. Thank you for everyone for being here tonight. Thank you to Dustin for being here. Thank you to Ryan Ventura for being here. Thank you to Hunter. Thank you to Major. I appreciate you guys. And thank you to everyone else who donated. You're a bunch of absolute beauties. Yeah, that is right. Dark Charge. At least your second team can win. Yep. I'll be cheering for Shilovs and the Penguins in the playoffs this year. All right. See you guys tomorrow night. Remember, my name is Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. And make sure that you make good choices.
Thank you for having me. Thank you to everyone who requested to hear my beautiful voice too. I appreciate that.
How you doing tonight? Doing good? Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very first hockey game to join the stream. Everyone was very excited to see you, and enjoy the rest of the game in the third period.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye-bye, guys.
Trevor Beggs joining the show from Locked On Canucks. Thanks for joining me today, brother.
My pleasure, Russell. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good.
Hey, buddy. What an intro. Thanks, man.
Hey, no problem. It's nice to see you again. It's been a while.
Dude, absolutely. Yeah, those late nights, early mornings.
Yeah, weird
they were
times.
rough.
We are excited to welcome Dave Hall to the show. Welcome, my man.
Hey, thanks for having me today. I'm excited to be on.
Yeah. We're excited to welcome to the show Larry Fisher.
Thanks for having me, Russell. Looking forward to talking lots of hockey.
Yeah, look at that. Look at this man. He's wearing his Canucks jersey at a Montreal game. You'll love to see it. He became a local legend by calling the Abbotsford Canucks Calder Cup run. We were very happy to welcome Brandon Astle to the show. How's it going, brother?
Russell, I'm doing well. Thanks a lot for having me on.
I'd like to introduce to Nothing